Welcome to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D streamer in this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs, yeah. You got Solrak the Destroyer here, ready to slash and bash your Sunday away with his epic crew of Sorlax Destroyers. You got Unabomber, Fang the Mang. You got Wilmore, the chattiest one, Chaddington. And of course, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Boo, 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 boo. Thank you, Solrak, and yes, welcome everyone to tonight's regular scheduled Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Happy to be back here with everyone as the Brecken crew has finally climbed up the 12,000 steps, 500 feet up this mountain to the Yokfolk village above Iron Slag, the ancestral fire giant forge. So without further ado, let's refresh everyone's memories, because everyone's probably had a couple drinks this week, maybe smoked a little something, and, phase them out a little bit. Let's give you a quick little reminder, and we'll just jump onto this thing and begin the adventure. So, last time we were all together, Reginald Roundshield, the dwarven warrior from Citadel Fellbar, led you guys out of Citadel Fellbar and through the mines there, and you guys began your trek up north to Mount Hammerhust, where Iron Slag and the Yokfolk village is located. Took you guys about 3 days to get up there. The second day of travel, you guys seem to have ran into some hill giants who were hungry, ripping apart a hippogriff and beginning to feast on it, as Solrak made you all known, tripping over a rock, and you guys spurred a fight with them, and it was pretty quick to take them down, and discovered in their giant sack some items that you guys wanted to keep, and continued on with your travels. That third day came along, you guys made a half-day travel to the snow-peaked mountains up in the north, with the thick woods to your west, and as you guys made it up to the mountains, you guys could see the tall double 50-foot tall double doors at the base of the mountain, and you guys snuck on by those and found the stairway, the 15-foot wide stairs that began climbing up the side of the mountain, spiraling up, never doubling back on itself. You guys made about 350 feet up there before you made it to an alcove, little cave area where it seemed like some sort of creature was making a nest, a lair of sorts there. Began investigating it a little bit, and screeching sound in the air, you guys all looked up to see a three-headed beast, a chimera with a dragon's head, a lion's head, and a ram's head, flying down, swooping towards Cuomo the hippogriff, and with some quick moves, Solrak threw out his new griffin buddy, flew to the sky, and sliced him up a couple times. So Wilmore used his Eldritch Rod and shot him with an Eldritch Blast and grappled him with the black tentacles that shoot out of this staff, and Fang, seeing the perfect opportunity, used his airbending abilities to conjure up this force of air to blast him off this cliff on the mountain, pummeling 350 feet to his demise. You guys searched this cave and lair area, pushing through some skeletal remains and bones and whatnot, and found a few items in there, a couple potions and sorts of armor and all sorts of different things like that. No entrances to the mine that you could find within there, so you decided to keep on climbing up this the stairway going up to the top of the mountain, and you guys made it up there to this now to the top of the mountain, where you guys are pretty much enveloped with this gray misty fog and clouds that keeps on blowing on by and kind of just blocks the view from the distance, or for you guys into the distance. And you guys can see as you get up there these 20-foot tall thick mortared stone walls, but you don't seem to hear anything besides the blowing winds and the water rushing up to the north here. And as you guys get to the top of the stairs here, Reginald will look back at everyone and say, "Alright now fellas, be quiet now. Not sure what's going on up here. We need to be careful. I see that there's a bridge up here. Maybe we can go down there, check that out. It looks like there may be a door up to the northwest. I'm not sure if there's one that doubles back here on the east as well. But, gentlemen, did you have any ideas or suggestions of maybe where we should start?"
Well, let's see if we can just get a little bit of high ground here. And I'm gonna kind of spider climb up the wall with my boots, with my shoes. Or now, first I'd put Sanity up there. Then I'd take a quick glance through her eyes.
Okay. Wilmore rolls his eyes back and starts seeing through Sanity's eyes and flies up above the 20-foot high mortared stone walls to look into the village a little bit more. And what you begin to see is a scene a little bit like this. You see a couple of like straw-covered shacks, fenced-in areas. To the north, behind this wall, which you're sitting in now, or looking above now, you can see a water wheel with a river flowing, rapidly pushing it, spinning there. And you can hear like the faint sounds of like the gears cranking over there. You look over to the west, and the same kind of picture. You can see these straw-covered shacks. Seem like they're maybe clay and stone shacks. The walls of them are, and fenced-in areas. You see like a campfire over on the north side of the west side, and then behind that you can see a field in which it looks like maybe there's plowing done in there and sorts of vegetables harvested within.
Well, gentlemen, I think our water wheel's over here on this side. I think we need to see if there's a way in, unless we want to go up and over.
Perhaps you can send Sanity down there.
I mean, isn't she like looking over there?
So
Yeah.
Sandy looks on over, and you can see now exactly this. There's up on the north side, you see a large shack. Like I said, the straw-covered rooftops. You can see from here, there's a beaded curtain on that south side of the wall that seems to be the doorway into that building. Up on the east side is a large mound, so that kind of goes up about 20 feet tall, with a little ramp that goes up to it, leading to another like barn and a shack. Behind that, you can see a fenced-in area with a couple of cages, and then the one closest to you, you can see there's a couple of yak actually wandering around in this fenced-in area of this. Same looks like maybe a barn set up here, and then right underneath where Sanity is another cage, which Sanity can see a dwarven man sitting there, kind of in a corner, naked, and just holding his body tightly.
Well, they seem to have a couple prisoners, and I mean, I don't know, we do all seem to have a flying animal here. I mean, should we just maybe fly right on over to that water wheel and see if we could do anything with it?
By now, my creature's gone away, right?
Nope, it's only been out for like an hour now.
Oh, cool.
And you have 5 more hours then with it, because I believe it's a 6-hour limit.
Right. Well, I look at it and say, well, what are we waiting for here? And I hop on Griffin.
Do we want to do anything about these prisoners?
I don't think we need to worry about them yet. I think the hand at task should be actually figuring out if there's a entranceway to their stronghold from this water wheel here.
That's right. We will release the prisoners later. Perhaps we can use them as a diversion of sorts.
Let's see if we can maybe we should try sneaking up the path and see if we can get closer, and then maybe Cuomo or Sanity can do when you fly around and look for stuff without
like
being
that
seen
idea.
and stuff.
Yeah, I do think we should at least use the path for now. Cause no disturbances within their village there.
All right. Shall we tiptoe up?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Following you, Chaddington, since Sandy seems to know the way.
I guess I'm in the back, so I guess I'll go to the front and just gonna kind of go right up around here. Sanity.
Yeah, you
Okay.
get about
Walking along
there,
top of it.
and you can now see this big chasm in between the two expanses of both sides of the Yakfolk village here, with of course this 30 to 40 foot wooden bridge that crosses from one side to the other. And up north, this hill, it does go up like a little bit of an incline from where you're standing right now to the north. You can see another broken wooden bridge up there. And it seems to be like rotted away.
I think we can see if we get close up to that water wheel and just kind of keep going up with my girl. And right about there, just kind of like back to the door area, and then Sanity's gonna fly up over on the water wheel, kind of perch up there, and eyes roll back and around, see if I can see anything.
Okay, sure. And as you get up to the doors, you notice that they are like pretty thick, iron-bound oak wooden double doors. Don't see like a latch on this side immediately, but Sanity flies on up and you begin looking through her vision, and you can see through the spokes of the water wheel here. It's enormous, and it's connected to this large kind of metal axle of sorts, just pushing this. It just keeps on spinning as the river, this water flows furiously through it. Let me just reveal this for you. Sanity goes and looks through there. Go ahead and make a perception roll with Sanity.
She's a +4, I think. Although I can go to, was it notes? No, extras. Sanity. There it is.
Cool. So Sanity looks through the spokes and the holes there as the wheel is spinning through, and can see the axle spinning along this large circular opening in the ground there. And it looks like there's a large chain that's recoiling and spinning with it as well. You can hear like the gears, the cogs, turning heavily.
Do I, like, so this cavern, can I go over the water wheel, or do I have to go through the water wheel to get to it?
You'd have to go through it.
Through the water wheel. It's a lot of water?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like 300 feet up or something like that. The top of the waterfall down to the bottom.
Okay. Okay.
While we are, I guess, right here,
Mm-hmm.
I want to emphasize from here on out, I will have my the hood of my cloak of elven kind up, and
I don't believe you're attuned to that, are you?
yeah, but I thought like I kind of had to like put the hood up.
You have to be attuned to it to be able to benefit from it at all.
Well, it is. I am attuned to it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's the cloak of protection. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
But while we are up here, I want to see if I feel any sort of like nostalgia or like potentially vaguely knowing where I am up here. Like, do I get any of those feelings?
Make a wisdom check. Just general
Okay.
wisdom.
10.
You get a similar feeling of like your homeland, and of course like just being up high in these mountains here in the Icespire range. It feels very similar to how your village felt, but you've never been to a place like this, or this place specifically rather.
So mainly just kind of like the altitude, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
just being like a village placed on top of the mountains.
Okay. So, Chaddington, what did you get from Sanity? What do you think we're able to do here?
I found the water wheel,
Yes.
but hold on 1 second here. I'm gonna sneak up a little bit further,
Mm-hmm.
and can I take control of her, fly through the water wheel, and just kind of like sit on this thing up here?
Yeah, you can definitely try to. Go ahead and make a acrobatics or athletics check for sanity.
Hold on. Why isn't it coming up? Oh, it's already up. That's why. Yeah, she would just be flat. So an acrobatics check. So it's whatever. Oh yeah, her dex is +2. Oh.
8. Okay. So sanity begins flying on through the water wheel, and as sanity begins flying through, not quite fast enough as the wheel begins to hit sanity and begins turning down with sanity within the space. I need sanity to make a dex saving throw.
Just a dex. Boom.
Kind of flops around inside this water wheel a bit, finds its bearings again, flaps out, and makes its way to the other side of the water wheel now.
Okay. And then she just kind of hovers, or I mean, if this thing is spinning, then she would kind of sit like next to it.
Yeah.
And just kind of look around to see if she can see any other entrances or anything like that.
Yeah, she's watching it spinning for a moment, and sitting on top of like where that large circular entrance into the ground is, and seems like there's like a gantry or something that's carrying something across this 60-foot wide expanse. And as you're looking down there, you can see a flat bottom of like a elevator shaft seems to be rising up slowly towards the surface. Makes a stop about 30 feet down and sits there for a little bit of time, and then keeps on pushing up continuously until it gets about 15 feet below the entrance here, and stops once more. Stays there for a little bit of time, and then keeps on pushing on up. And you watch that for a little bit, and you begin to fly, or Sandy begins to fly around a little bit more, and checking out a little bit more of this area, and sees to this left alcove, this opening on the west here. Did that open for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't on my player screen for some reason. There seems to be a stairwell that continues going down as well. And then you can see on that south side of the wall, there seems to be a portcullis or some sort of large metal door that blocks the entrance from that side. Yeah, right there.
Got it.
And now that a little bit of time has gone by, yes, there is that elevator shaft floor base has made it all the way to the top. It sits there for just a little bit of time before descending once more. You can hear those gears cranking heavily as the chain just keeps on spinning around that, and see that the elevator shaft descending once more.
All right, cool. We're gonna leave Sanity in there, and she's just gonna hide.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back and say, well, gentlemen, we can either try to roll through the water wheel, or we can take our chances with the other side and see what we can do over there. There seems to be another entrance on across the expanse, if you will.
Did the water wheel look big enough for companions to come along? And I point to Omo.
Let's just say Sanity barely made it.
I wonder if there's any way we could stop the water wheel temporarily for us to squeeze through, and then investigate there. Or what you
Sure.
think we're better? Or do you think we're better off just trying to find another entrance?
I mean, we could certainly investigate. I just want to make sure we it seems to be controlling an elevator that would take us up and down. So we just want to make sure we don't break it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I feel like that could get us noticed as well here.
That's a good point.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
Solrak,
let's-
that's definitely a good point. We want to make sure we be as stealthy as possible. We don't want to cause any commotion.
So
Maybe,
let's see if there's another entranceway over here.
yeah, maybe we can head on to the other side, I guess.
And so I will fly myself and Chaddington over with Cuomo. And then, Cuomo, why don't you go ahead and get Reginald as well?
So you guys are flying on over?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant the wall. Gotcha.
No, just across.
It's the other side.
Gotcha.
And I'm coming too. I'm just grabbing that.
All good. Yeah, my player screen isn't uploading everything for some reason.
Oh, man.
Because I see you guys have moved over on my DM screen, but not this one, so I'll just manually move you. Alright, so you guys fly on over then, make it over successfully, and let's see. Yeah, you're greeted by another set of these double doors, these oak doors with these iron bracers bounded to it. Seems like they're pretty sturdy.
And I kind of look back. I'll try taking a look on this side, and I spider climb up, like laying prone on the top of the wall, and just kind of looking around to see if I see anything.
Make a stealth check as you do that.
$17.
Cool. Alright. Wilmore spider climbs up to the top of the 20-foot tall mortared stone wall that blocks in this Yakfolk village. And in here you can see there's a few more of these barns and huts set around this, circling around a larger hut in the center here on top of a mound. You can see there's an entrance to the northeast for that hut with two ramps that go up to the top of the mountain there. There's a fire pit set up somewhere in that area in between those two ramps as well. Up to the north side, you can see more of that barn type area, and then there's that field, which I said you can see like vegetables and things being plowed and yak roaming around in it. But as you climb over the fence here again, you can see right underneath of you, there's seems to be in a cage two moon elves locked away, kind of sitting there shivering, naked as well.
I kind of climb back down, go, well, gentlemen, I think there's definitely an entrance to the north here. It's a big old door. Don't know how to get in there, but I mean, maybe we could let some of these prisoners loose, cause a little havoc, or we could try and see if we could sneak in. I don't know how we get past that door though.
And Wilmer, as you've like peeked over the walls a few times here now, you've also noticed that you can see like in some of these shacks, you can see some light kind of streaming out through the beaded curtain doors, especially the ones that are right in front of you. These three on the wall side closest to you, and then the one closest to the field as well. You can see there's a light on in there too.
Okay.
And of course, the center one is illuminated too.
Yeah. What do you gentlemen think?
I mean, did you see any yak folk within the vicinity of where we need to head towards the door?
I didn't see any per se, but I think they're definitely inside them their spots. I mean, maybe we could try to fly over and get the door open.
I was thinking maybe if we don't see any yak folk, maybe we just sneak in there without causing any disturbances. But if maybe we see one, maybe we cause some sort of distraction.
Now, if you know how many you see, Chaddington, perhaps we could take them out.
I don't see any. I just there seemed to be some commotion.
Yeah, Wilmore, to you, as you're like looking around in this place, it almost seems idyllic to you, outside of the slaves in their cages, but how quaint and picturesque this place is with these, straw huts and this small sense of community in the farmland here. It seems idyllic, especially placed on top of this mountainside. But you haven't seen any Yakfolk exactly yet.
I'm gonna kind of check the door out just to how locked is it? Like, is it Yeah.
Yeah, make an investigation roll. Or perception, either one.
While he's doing that, I'm going to take a big old sniff at the door just to see if I smell anybody nearby.
Absolutely. You
Sure
can make
he's
that
not.
perception with advantage then. Wilmore, as you're looking for, see how locked this thing possibly is. You actually don't seem to see like a lock or a mechanism on this side of the door. It's pretty tight the way that the wood panels are structured inside of this 23 nice, and the way it's fit with these iron bands kind of holding it together. It seems like it's probably locked on the inside, barred somewhere on the inside. Because you don't see any sort of mechanisms, but you kind of tug on it a little bit, but it definitely seems like it's pretty sturdy in there. With a 23 Solrak, you're sniffing around, and you definitely get like the smell of like like when you walk into like a dairy barn or a farm, you just get that smell of like cow and like how much it reeks. There's that sense of that smell just kind of coming from those huts that are closest to that wall where you are right now. Not right outside the door area, but more south of it. You can tell that pretty much right outside the door doesn't seem to be anything guarding it, and Wilmer didn't see anyone out there either.
Okay. Oh, I don't smell anything. We should still be very careful here.
Should we fly over to the door?
I don't see why not.
We can try, but we just want to make sure we're very, very stealthy about it.
Perhaps we could take turns. Perhaps, Fang, you take Chaddington and your bird over.
I think I'll be okay. I'm just gonna like army crawl along the wall.
Yeah,
But,
actually, Cuomo, instead of flying me over, why don't you simply fly me up to the top of the wall so I can crawl across the top of the wall? That way, I'm staying as stealth as possible.
Alright, yeah, you can absolutely do that. Cormac would fly you on up. You get up to the top of the wall, then go ahead and make a stealth check as you get up there.
I'd see him coming in and I'd throw guidance at him in case.
Oh, 10, and what's guidance?
D4.
Lordy.
4.
3.
4. Ooh, okay. That's good.
Did you roll a 10 on that D4?
So you get on up there, and you kind of plop onto the stone wall. You land. You guys can place yourselves wherever you guys are on that wall. And it looks like Wilmore's up on the north side. Fang, you're up there too? Okay, cool. And you guys are kind of army crawling on up there. There's a fire pit just to right around here. It doesn't seem like anyone's at it, but you can see now as you get over here, kind of into this beaded curtain on the northeast side of this central hut here. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, both of you guys. Solrak, you coming on up too?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna make sure Reggie gets up and Brutus gets up, and
Cool.
I'll come last.
20.
20. Alright. You see a gust of wind kind of blows the curtain slightly, and you get a vague glance inside of there. You can see there's a large Yakfolk man, kind of grayer hair. It looks like he's wearing like a black regalia with these two women Yakfolks sitting around near him. Looks like they have on some sort of typical Yakfolk religious garb. They have like a large golden hoop pierced in their nostril. They have golden chains coming off their horns. They're wearing like kind of a monastery kind of clothing with the different patterns on them and gold hem. And inside you can also see there's seems to be a couple more of these moon elves chained up and naked.
As I'm kind of army crawling, I just tap Chaddington somewhere on his body, and I just tell him just to shh, and then I point over in the direction to let him know that there are Yak folk within that hut right there.
I would then cast message down to Solrak, who's flying everybody up. There's it seems to be a couple Yak folk up here, so extra careful. And then as each one flies up, I'd be casting guidance on just everybody, just willy-nilly.
Alright. So Solrak, you come up, what's your deal, buddy? What are you doing?
Bitch, I'm coming up.
I love it. So go ahead and make a stealth roll for me then as you come on up there. I ain't your bitch. Alright, go ahead and add a d4 to that. And make and now make an acrobatics roll. 7. Okay. Solrak, you fly on up there with your griffin. He pushes you up to the landing, and you kind of anticipated this part of the wall to be a little bit wider, and you overstep a little as you are getting off of your griffin, and you fall down off of the wall into the Yakfolk village, taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and you make quite a bit of a noise as you fall down there. Your armor and your swords kind of clang around a little bit, and of course the thumping sound of your weight in your body dropping 20 feet. Sure, you'd make a little bit of a groan as well. And
Gonna be sitting there like
let's see what Reginald does. Ooh, Reginald with a 7.
Well, that D4, get up to 10.
Well, let's see.
You better not
Plus
land
2.
on me.
Dick.
Let's see something.
So you go, whoa!
He pretty much follows suit and does exactly what you do. Kind of hops off the griffin a little too quickly, loses his balance. The weight of his battle axe kind of throws him off, and he flips backwards, lands right next to you, Solrak. He takes 6 points of damage too. And
Tell him.
As that
Tell him. This, it helps.
as that's happening, I'm keeping an eye.
It does help. You're right.
As that happened, I looked towards the opening of the hut to see if I see the Yak folk perk up, like as if they had heard something. And while I'm doing that, I ready my the mechanism on my quarterstaff, the glider on my quarterstaff.
Yep. Go ahead and make another perception check. Just look in there.
I would also cast Minor Illusion of a bush just directly on top of them.
11.
Okay. It can be 5 feet, right, total, so you can get one of them. Whoops.
They're not, I thought they were laying on each other.
He is right next to him. 11, okay. You still doing a minor illusion or anything?
Yeah. I'd throw a Minor Illusion. I mean, did they both fall in the bushes? It looks like.
Well, there's some like bushes right here, but they would have rolled. Reginald would have rolled right off of it.
All right, then yeah, I'd probably put like a bush like right here. Is there a 5-foot AOE?
Yeah, there is. I gotcha.
Square. Yeah, it'd be like right here, just kind of like seclude them, mainly from the main building.
Okay. Fang, as you're looking on over, and quickly Wilmore throws this spectral bush in front of the two fallen adventurers. You do begin to hear a little bit of motion happening inside of this central shack of sorts. You can see some feet moving all about underneath the curtains.
From where the opening is, Is Solrak covered by the bush?
Um,
All right, it's always covered by the bush. Hey!
oh
Brought to you by
man.
Manscaped.
Make an investigation roll.
Okay.
See what you would think.
Oh, another 7.
Yeah, no. You think he's probably covered well enough, or maybe whatever whatever you think is what you think. It could be covered enough. Maybe he's not,
What
but
you think is what you think.
yeah, exactly. You don't know one way or the other though.
I will glide down and just kind of hide behind this this pillar right here,
Okay. All right.
and just kind of listen.
Okay, yeah, if you're hiding, go make a stealth check. And as you climb on down there and hide behind this pillar,
22.
you guys hear that?
No.
No, in the browser. Don't hear that?
No.
You hear a sound of a large gong being struck and just reverberating.
They finally gonged Solrak for his bad jokes. Gong show, the 60s. Come on.
Oh, I got it. And out of the door, pushing through the beaded curtains, you guys can see that Yakfolk older man that Fang saw earlier, wearing the black garb, and pushing behind him, you guys can see there the 2 other Yakfolk. Whoops, didn't mean to hide them. Wearing the religious garb with the large septum piercings and wearing kind of these red robes tossed over their big burly bodies. And they begin looking over there, seeing what all this commotion is.
I'm gonna make myself as small as possible in these bushes.
Okay. You make yourself as small as possible in the bushes. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
$17.
17. Okay. You kind of just push your way back like Homer Simpson in his famous sketch. And just hide back there. And as these Yakfolk begin emerging out of this central hut here, the one who's kind of looks like he's the leader, he's got a large sword strapped to his back, and he's got this necklace with all these different ornamental pendants kind of wrapped around it. He looks around, and he looks to the 2 that are behind him, and points one to one way and the other to the other way, and they begin searching around a little bit. And it doesn't take this one too long before it comes on up here, and it finds Fang hiding behind this pillar right here, and it sees Reginald just a little bit further ahead behind the spectral bush, and then sees Solrak as it rolled a natural 20 on its perception roll. And it looks over, and you can hear it yell out, "Chief Kartakaya! We have intruders!" And once again, the chief looks around kind of frantically, and he runs back into the hut here, and you hear the gong go off. Boom! Boom! Reverberates a few times.
So as this happens, note that I am wielding my Giant Slayer sword. I look at everybody else and say, "Well, gents, we tried it your way. Now it's time to try mine." And I say, "It's slashing time here!" And as I do that, my Giant Slayer sword disappears, and my One Slayer and my Demon sword appear in my hands in a badass manner.
I see Solrak do that, and I walk out with my kind of with my quarterstaff up in one hand and my free hand, like kind of like just like saying like, Wait a minute, guys. I don't want to get off on the wrong foot here. My name is Fang, and I may be lost, and I'm wondering if you could help me out here. See, I grew up as a child from around this area, and I'm just trying to simply find my way back home with my buddies. It's been quite some time. I'm looking for the Summit of the Soul and Partsvale. If we mean no harm, I'm just simply trying to find my way back home.
Make a deception check with advantage.
You said deception?
Yes, that's for dropping some names of some local areas. And
11 and 6.
6.
While all this has happened, I've invisibility ringed and spider ran like down, up, and I'm just kind of like standing right here if possible. Just being invisible, just on top of this one.
Absolutely. See how I got your token changed for your invisibility now?
Yeah, that's sick.
That way I can fucking remember. Alright, so, Fang, you say this to him, and he kind of looks at you, and he approaches you. Well, you are a long way from home. Up here on this part of the Ice Spiders, you're a little bit far away from Heartsvale and the Summit of the Soul.
That's my apologies. Like I said, I've strayed away from home. It's been quite some time. I'll give you a little background of myself. When I was a child, the fire giants here in Iron Slag, they destroyed my town of Heartsvale and actually killed my father. And I ran away and found myself at the doorstep of the Summit of the Soul. And then I decided I needed to take off on my own adventure. And I went one way, and I am coming up the Ice Spire Mountains from a different direction. I don't quite have my bearings straight, and simply just trying to find our way back to rekindle the relationship I had with the monks over at the monastery of the Summit of the Soul.
Well, that is quite the story. I can certainly understand how you might have such a grudge against the fire giants. They treat us well and let us live up here without any threats to us and our community here, but it's late here and you're lost, and I mean, what would I be, a chief in a village, without inviting you and your friends here inside for maybe a bite to eat and drink? Would you like to come inside?
If you don't mind. And I do apologize again. We're also scoping out the area of the fire giants. I understand you guys may have a mutual relationship with one another, but I'll leave it at that. Perhaps we can talk over a little bit more over some food and beverages. Is it okay if my friends come along?
Oh, certainly. We have plenty of breads and cheeses, and you can even, if you would like to indulge so, we can even smoke some of my pipe weed.
Well, I will, as flattering as that is, I will pass. But I'm sure my friends would love to indulge, and at that point, I will say, "You guys, it's all right to come out now."
I would cast a message to him and say, "I ain't coming out."
Alright, but I would hope Cuomo would come up.
Cuomo flies on over then. They look on over. Whoa! Hippogriff.
Easy, Cuomo. Yes, this is my companion. His name is Cuomo. And, I will, kind of tell Solrak and Reginald to come with.
Yeah, I would message everyone. Didn't see me. Not going anywhere.
And I message
take a
back.
step out, and I see these people and stuff here, right?
You can't really from your angle right now, but you would if you got into like clear sight of them.
All right.
And I will.
You were aware of other slaves down here, though. Wilbur informed you of that.
And I telepathically message back to Chaddington. That's fine. Take this time while you're invisible to scope out the door.
And Solrak, what were you doing? You were about to say something.
Yeah. I'll get step out of the bush. I'll have my hippogriff with me. And I'll point my sword towards the cages that I know and that I'm aware of. I say, "It's with the prisoners. What do they do to deserve this humane treatment?"
Oh, they are, they came in, they tried to rob us and steal from us, sneaking in the middle of the night, and, came in here and they almost made it out with my sword, and, you know, had to put them in their place. You know, we could have just thrown them off the cliff or killed them right here, spared them their lives.
Sounds like none of those punishments warrant the crime of theft, don't you think?
Solrak, come on. Perhaps we can talk this over, some food and some beverage.
I'm not sure how you and your people do things where you come from, but here with us, the way that we see things is you come into our land and mistreat us and you try to disgrace our land and our people. Well, we'll put you in your place.
It's good to know.
It is good to know, and I'd hope that you understand that, and there's nothing we have to do to possibly put you in your place.
Yes, Solrak, I would hope you would understand that.
I guess you could say that with friends like you, who needs enemies? Literally mean mug them. Stay quiet from now on. Follow Fang.
That's enough out of you, Solrak. And I force Solrak to...
Just said I wasn't saying anything.
You're
I
mean
force him
mug.
to continue to be quiet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Force him to do what he said he was going to already do.
All right. I apologize for him.
certainly. You can understand you made this long trek and it's cold up here and it's late. You must be hungry, and I understand there's a term you humans use, hangry, that comes about when you get this way, and seems like he could use a bite, maybe some of our hot barley soup.
He does get angry rather fast. I've seen him put down several elk in one sitting. It's unbelievable. And he also comes from a different culture as well, so I can understand how maybe he's in a little culture shock and he reacts a certain way. But maybe food will help him out a little bit. Shall we, gents?
Not over. Fang. But I don't trust these people.
Reginald looks up to you, Solrak, and whispers to you as the chief and the two women begin walking in, push behind the beady curtain. Solrak, I'm with you, buddy. Wouldn't trust him a stone's throw.
Just keep Fang company when this
What?
inevitably goes south.
What do I get from their body language?
Make an insight check.
22.
With a 22, you can tell that the chief, he seems to be keeping a honest and truthful demeanor, but the women behind him seem to have been a little bit more fidgety. You can tell that there's something off with them. And you also started to notice some other Yak folk emerging from some of the other huts.
So, Rek, maybe you stay back then, and I can chat with them.
Are you sure?
I've put myself into this situation, and if someone's gonna go down, it's gonna be me. I say that not so the Yak folk can hear me, but I tell them just protect Reginald, Cuomo, and your Griffin. I will, if I feel as if I'm in danger, I've got an idea.
Sounds good.
But just stay back here for now.
I'll
will-
stay outside the door.
I'm gonna have them stand outside the door while we converse briefly. We're kind of in a hurry at this moment, so we won't stay too long. But perhaps you and I can talk a little bit.
Well, it's cold outside. I would love it if you all could join us on the interior here. And as I said, we have plenty of room inside. He begins to open up the beaded curtains, and you guys can see there's like it's a circular room with like a pit in the center with all sorts of different pillows and cushions situated all around. It looks like just like a large, like kind of a loungy kind of area with there's baskets laden with foodstuffs and painted clay vessels sitting on tables. Looks like maybe they're filled with like water and wine and maybe the barley soup he mentioned.
Raise my hand and say, nay, the elements don't bother me. I've come prepared, and I show that I'm very well cloaked and stuff.
That and they'll make it so that I won't talk as long because I tend to drag on a little bit. They're used to it. But let's chat briefly, shall we?
Sure, absolutely. He brings you on inside then, and you sit on in there. We'll go up to Wilmore real quick. Wilmore, you're kind of poking around this cage and looking around as you're invisible, and you see inside this cage there's about 4 halflings in there. Looks like 2 of them are a set of twins, and there's 2 humans. They're all kind of crammed in this small metal cage. All naked, stripped of all gear and whatnot, shivering, cold, and there's 3 boars kind of roaming around inside this fenced-in area as well. You look over at the cage. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation roll.
10 spot.
Yeah, so you see that each one of these, or this cage here, it's kind of pretty nicely put together, not too loose or like kind of wobbly or anything. There is a lock, a padlock, maybe iron make on the front of it. You kind of pull on that a little bit, and it seems to be pretty tightly locked.
So I mean, that was a long conversation. So I mean, I also would have kind of like, as I was crawling around, had rolled my eyes back when I was laying in a nice comfy spot, had Sanity come over and kind of look at the back of this door and see if there's any way to open it.
Yeah, so Sanity gets on up there. Doesn't seem like there's any sort of lever, mechanism, or anything to open this portcullis. It's just seems like this large iron gate that's, you know, closed into the ground and would be lifted up vertically, but there's no sort of lever anywhere. No mechanism.
Then I would kind of walk down the side of the house and look in the window to see if there's anything wonky going on in here.
Yeah.
Maybe if there's some weapons or anything like that.
Sure. Yeah, you go on and you look inside of that hut here, and begin looking around, and you see there's a large chicken coop situated in one side of it. A couple muddy stalls. Looks like maybe there's like some food scraps, corn situated on the ground, with the lumps of knobs and the juice. And God, no one got that joke. Okay. A big lump of knob, it's got the juice. All right. And you see there's like on one wall situated, hooked up there, there's some shovels and pitchforks and hoes and wooden buckets and, you know, yokes and plows and all sorts of farming gear. There's a sack of seeds sitting next to like the chicken coop as well.
Okay. And the boars in this little thing don't seem hostile or anything, right?
They haven't noticed you yet, but they don't seem hostile at the time being. They're pretty tired right now.
Okay. Yeah, that guy's still sitting there. So I would kind of just prepare myself right here. So I got a good view. Can I see into the room from here, from like this thing over here?
Which room? The 8?
The middle.
Sorry,
the middle.
Center? Yeah.
Yep, the middle where Fang's going.
You can see you can't really see through because there's a beaded curtain blocking the doorway there, but every now and then a gust of wind might blow some of the beads astray, and you can get a quick glimpse in there.
Okay, I would just start hanging out and just start thinking. thinking about a plan to maybe get that lock off.
Okay.
It's just a regular padlock, nothing
Yeah.
crazy, like a hammer, probably work.
Just a normal padlock. Yep. Iron make.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for you up there?
I got my shoes on. I got this. I got that. No, I think I would have instructed Sanity to. That water wheel scared me. She'd stay.
Okay. All right. Fang, you are.
Or
led...
no,
Yeah, go
before I'd go all the way to the back, and could the Yak folk see me if I was back here, like laying down?
Possibly.
Nah.
Let's find out.
I'm not trying to fuck around and find out. Yeah, nah. I'm gonna stay here and wait for Fang to sort it out.
Okay. Fang, as you're led into this room, as you described, you can see it's a circular pit in the center of the 60-foot round room. All sorts of jugs and baskets full of food and drinks. There's a gong on that northeast side close to that door there. And his two wives that you kind of have noticed, he's kind of been making a couple strange intimate moves towards them, kissing one of them and rubbing the other one in the back of the neck as they kind of go around, grab like one of them grabs one of the jugs and the other one grabs a thing of crusty bread on a platter to bring out to you, and he gestures to you. You can have a seat wherever you would like. Would you like something to eat or drink? As I mentioned, we have some hot barley soup, some water if you're parched. You mentioned you don't drink, so assuming no wine.
Water and barley soup sounds perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't need too much.
Yes. And you can see there's not in cages or anything, but there's these 3 moon elves that seem to be slaves as well. Each one of them have shackles around their ankles and stripped of all their gear and everything. And typical moon elf look. They have the white hair and kind of a silvery, palish, kind of almost bluish skin, and the pointy ears. Stripped of all their gear and everything. One's a female, and 2 of them are males. And they seem to be doing like the small task for the chief in here.
So while I'm kind of looking around, scoping things out in here, just to make sure like everything, like I'm kind of in a safe environment. So what did these 3 moon elves do to get shackled up?
Oh, just like the others, I found these 3 kind of sneaking around our parts, and they came and brought one of our fellow men some troubles, and of course they fought them, and instead of killing them, because that would be a brutal thing to do, we brought them up here and we gave them a second chance, and now they get to take care of me, the chief, and be part of our beautiful village up here.
Gotcha. So again, I'm not gonna stay too long, as I know we're on a bit of a time crunch. I appreciate what you've done, knowing that yes, we have trespassed, and I do apologize for that. While yes, I am looking for the Summit of the Soul as well as Hartsvale to be rekindled with some fellow friends and Master Kuki, who taught me all about the ways of the 4 elements for me at the monastery. I must be completely honest and say that what we're doing here is we're trying to gather intel on the fire giants. You see, as of right now, the fire giants killed my father, and I feel this emptiness or large void inside of me, and I know that filling that void requires doing everything in myself to destroy the fire giants. I have nothing against you guys at all. You guys have been lovely to us thus far, and I understand you and the fire giants have a rather mutual relationship, but that is why I am here, and I will leave it at that for now, and I will let you talk.
Note, while I'm standing out guard, I'm trying to listen in with
Okay.
my super
Yeah.
hearing.
Make a perception check with advantage. And Fang, make a Constitution saving throw.
When I'm in the back.
Oh, 6.
Oh, nope, I didn't want to do that.
Ooh, 320. Fine.
Yeah.
While I'm in the back,
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
So.
call.
Oh, come on. 7.
Go on, Wilmore.
I'm gonna cast Whisper on one of these halflings. I'm not Whisper. Message. And I'm gonna go. Are you gentlemen ready to fight?
You see one of them just kind of perks up, looks around kind of nervously, says, I'm too weak and tired to fight. I don't think I have it in me.
And they all look weak and tired.
They all look pretty much the same. Yeah, like they've been just running plows and taking care of farm tasks and whatnot to complete exhaustion.
All right. I get on the corner and I get ready.
Fang, as you're saying all this to the chief, you start feeling a little lightheaded and like just kind of start sweating a bit. And the room around you begins to start spinning. And the last thing you see before you fall back and hit the ground is the chief looking at you with a grim smile.
So what is my state at this point?
You are unconscious.
I hear pass out.
You rolled a
Hear the
21.
thud. Did I hear anything?
You rolled a 21. Sorek, there's a strange moment in which you're hearing Fang speak, and then all of a sudden, there's no response back, and he's not speaking anymore, and you do hear a slight thud on the ground. And then, as if something's being slid across a dirt floor.
Can I get that slide sound again? I want to make sure. Okay. Professional, I like it.
Gotcha.
Well, since I already have a huge mistrust for these people, and I also have a background and being stabbed at the back, I've heard enough. I yell over to Reginald, Reggie, it's slashing time! And then I go to kick the doors open the room.
You kick the doors open, it's a beaded curtain, so it's not as effective as you'd hoped, but it's just it's not as dramatic as you're expecting, but it's still pretty cool. You come on in there.
Just like flopping back and forth, and I'm standing there like, I take a step through.
You come charging on through there, and you see Fang being dragged across the floor and already being stripped of his quarterstaff and of his boots and of his gear. And they're pulling his boots off at this moment as you run on in there.
Hey! Let go of my baldy, bitches! And I rage.
Oh, you're raging?
Raging.
Alright.
I hear let go of my baldy and I come undone and I just start blasting.
Start blasting. Alright, we're gonna go ahead.
I'm blasting this guy down here. Maybe, surprise?
Alright, well, yeah, you probably will be because, Wilmore, you can get an attack in real quick as, let me just finish up what this was about to go on. So this, the chief, as Sorak comes barging on in here with Reginald, he looks up and says, looks back over at the, one of his wives, Imberu, get the gong! Get the rest of the village! We've got a battle on our hands! And, Fang still knocked out unconscious right there. The chief walks over your body towards Solrak, and I need everyone to roll initiative. And Wilmore, you can go ahead and get a secret strike off.
Alright, there's initiative. What's that? There you go. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Oh, one go away. Too much stuff on my screen now. Here we go. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the guy closer to Soul Rack, Warrior 11. That's gonna be.
Okay, you got it.
There's one. $14.
14 will hit.
Nice.
Nice.
They're soft.
As you look down at them, you notice they're not wearing any sort of metal armor or anything. It's all leather gear and scraps kind of stuff.
So that's 6, and then 11.
11 will just hit.
Oh, crush him. There's a big one. 13.
Nice. So 19 total.
Unless you're sleeping.
Yes, yep, 19 total.
Wilmore, 2 Eldritch Blasts shooting out of him across the field here. Wilmore blinks back into existence, visibility rather, and this Yakpo completely taken off guard just gets shot back twice. Actually, roll one more with advantage just to see if any of those get a crit, because it is a surprise attack. You technically get advantage.
Run more with advantage. Roll!
Just in case you crit.
Come on.
Not like spells crit anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Damn it.
Okay.
Right? Pointless.
Alright, so yeah, massive hit strikes into him. He gets completely thrown off as he was not expecting an attack from the north there. He was
Right, I'm
just
going to
about
roll another one because I don't know how to stop it.
He was about to start running on in there, but now notices you up on that roof. Fang, you were up first, but
He's sleepy.
you are knocked the fuck out right now. This
So, I'm not charmed, am I?
you are not.
Okay. Is there?
He's so sleepy.
Okay, what am I able to do?
Not much until you wake up.
Can I try and wake up?
Unfortunately, you can.
Okay, so I guess I can't do anything.
All right. Oh, we have Wilmore then.
So I don't wake up from him dragging me?
Nope.
You got drugged. It's like you got roofied. I'll wake up from him butt flipping you.
Yeah, you got 2 in there, you got 3 in there, that's fine. I'm gonna keep blasting. I'm gonna get a hex out here. Or do I want to get a hex out?
Solrak, you're quoted. Let go of my baldy bitches in the chat.
Yeah.
I guess an hour has passed since the last fight, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, because I had a hex out on that one.
You didn't on the last fight. No, it was on. It was.
You did?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, it was on one before.
Day before.
Yep. I'll do. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. I'll throw a hex out. Hack slot on the same guy. And then 1 to hit.
Let's see. 24 hits,
That
yeah.
should-
And 20 hits,
24.
yeah. Bang, bang.
1. 13 plus D6. Where's my hex? There's my hex.
So the first hit does 16 damage, and then second one with the same combo.
Mm-hmm.
As your Eldritch Blast just flies across, beaming right into this guy repeatedly. Smoke just kind of starts singeing off his hair all around him. And he's looking pretty beat up from Wilmore just keep on repeatedly striking into him.
Wait, it's gonna be a strength, and then I'm gonna run to the back of the house, but like I'm gonna like run off the roof and then just run vertically down the side, so I'm like sticking like horizontally to the ground, but just so nobody else can see me because I'm right below the roof.
You can pretty much just go right to the edge there. Yeah, because it's these are 10 feet squares. So I'm not sure if you measured that. But
Oh, so it's a 30-foot roof,
yes,
25-foot roof.
yeah.
I can't like stick my foot around the side and just hang off.
Yeah, you can get
'Cause
just
they are
right,
super
just right
sticky.
there. So it would. Yeah.
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Basically, I'm trying to get full coverage from the guy down there.
Okay. We got this Yakfolk down on the bottom now. He's going to start running on up using his dash action and gets right up behind Reginald. Alright, the leader, Chief Kartakaya, is up now. Sorak, he looks at you as he pulls this massive longsword off of his back. And as he does, he flicks it down towards the ground, and you just see it engulfs in flames. And he looks at you and says, "Ready to feel the heat, buddy? You have no idea what you just did." And he comes marching towards you, that flame-tongued greatsword in his hand, and he swings it down. On a 17 to hit.
And I'm
a
going to
14 to hit.
riposte with that one.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Riposte. When he says that and he swings, I just laugh and I say, "Ha! You think that's hot?" And I swing Demon Sword.
Hell yeah.
Yeah! Oh, you bitch ass. That's a 12.
That'll hit.
Yeah! That's a 9 with rage.
You didn't roll the fire
Oh, yeah, the
damage
one,
or the superiority die.
Okay, it's coming as a D10.
It says D8 on my screen.
Okay. Is the fire damage and the superiority is a D8.
Yep.
So 7
Nice.
plus 16 damage, right?
Wait.
Nice.
Nate, Cuomo was with Solrak and Reginald.
Wait,
Would
outside
he have?
the door?
Yes.
So yeah, then he'd be right outside here then too.
And he would have had a move right after me, correct?
Yeah, so he can do something.
So he would see me unconscious and he would peck at me to wake up.
Okay, roll to hit with advantage.
Ooh, hell, that might hurt.
11.
That's what you guys get for having high ACs.
What?
15. I don't think he gets. Oh wait, hold on.
He gets
Yeah,
like
he
a
does.
plus 5.
It won't. Hold on. It won't let me. If he gets +5, that would be.
Here, I'll player accessible. No, you should be able to access his stat block on in the token.
Yeah, I have to open up a new tab to do
He
it.
aims for
No,
the
if you
super
right-click
secret
the
soft
token.
spot that no one knows.
+5 to hit, baby.
Okay, roll damage.
That's fine. All right. Damage.
Just gonna get hurt.
He kills him.
You're just gonna get hurt. You're not even or anything. You just fucked your eye out.
2d6 + 3. Wait, that won't wake me up.
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
8.
Okay. Cormo just pecks into your leg, driving its beak into your calf, and taking up some blood as it does, and begin to blink your eyes and reawake. But you're laying prone still. But yeah, so you have woken up.
Is he like, ah?
He feels definitely a little
Now it's one eye.
little woozy right now. Still like the room is spinning around him. Alright, that was the Chief's turn. Now this guy is going to come running on over. He pushes through this fence here. Using his action to run on up here and sees Wilmore behind this wall. And he's going to use a crossbow and shoot up at him. Or a longbow rather.
I tell him to eat a small one.
And as you yell that, he kind of chuckles a little bit because you're a small one and thinks, it might be tasty. But the arrow just goes flying on by and does not hit you. Alright, Brutus is up now. He's going to run on up and bark next to Solrak up at the Chief and give Solrak the help action. Up now is one of his wives, Nahala, who's standing next to the gong and just goes up and picks up her fist and begins banging on the gong again. Just goes reverberating all throughout this area. And as she does that, she looks over at you, Solrak, and you see her. She takes her hands together, and you see this black energy starts emanating all around her, inside of her hands. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Team.
Alright, you feel this spell coming into your body, kind of trying to take hold on your mind, and you're able to fight off any hold that it is able to take on you, and yeah, you resist the spell from taking hold. She looks at you and kind of grits her teeth a bit and scuffs up her feet on the ground, and that's going to be her turn. The one that's hexed now comes running on up towards the hut, and he's going to use his dash action to get on up in here, and he'll be right outside the beaded curtain, and it's Solrek's turn.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do Hippie! And call my hippogriff into the room when it's his turn.
It's a very crowded room.
Yeah. So the griffin comes on in there then? All right.
Now I'm going to swing at the leader who attacked me.
Okay, you have advantage.
Yeah, buddy. And I'm
just
going to
look
swing
first
my beautiful, beautiful demon sword.
Yes.
Roll that with advantage. Oh, baby. Either one with a hit. 23.
23 will hit.
Damn. You got 14 so far. Oh, 19 damage, baby.
That's a good one.
I'm swing again.
Hell yeah. Take one big massive slash with this flame sword. Drives into its body, cutting through its leather armor. 17 will hit as well.
17.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got 10 so far.
Nice. I'll send this
15
to the
so
game.
far. That's another 19 damage here.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this? And another massive slash into its body, and he kind of recoils a bit with that one. I just kind of make a cross across him now. Bonus action.
One more, and then I got one slayer. You know, I'm kind of giving it the old flick like that,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go make a perfect slash, make it a third slash.
Hell
One
yes.
slayer. 13.
13 will hit.
Yeah, buddy. And that is 12 more damage.
12 more damage. And with these few slashes into his body, you can see he's like hunched over now, holding up the great sword still in his hand, flaming, flames going wild all around it. And he's got this fire in his eyes as well as he just grits his teeth and looks up at you. Anything else for you?
Say, prepare to die.
Okay. All right. Up now is his other wife. You see her. She takes her hands and starts throwing them around as well, and throws it out towards you. And right around you, Solrak, you can see this large sword just apparate in the air there. She casts spiritual weapon. Where are these tokens? There we go. And she casts that out there. It's sitting next to you now, and she picks up her quarterstaff though and swings it at you as well. A 15 to hit, and then a 11 to hit.
Is she close enough for me to try to hit her with a...
Yeah, she's right here now. So yeah, your turn has come around, so you have your reaction back. You can definitely repost if you want to.
Yeah, buddy, I'm gonna repost with my demon sword.
Would that be an opportunity attack for Fang? Maybe? Maybe?
Yeah.
Swing at her hoofs?
Sure.
Even if I'm prone?
Yeah. You'll
Nice.
have disadvantage though.
9 damage. Actually, not yet. Let me do my fire damage.
And superiority dice,
Yep. I got.
which yeah, should be a D8. Yes,
17 damage.
11 will miss. Fang. Actually, no, 11 will hit.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm sorry. 11 will
That was
miss.
disadvantage,
11 will miss on them. Yeah, it was 11 and a 24, but yeah. The
Already
11
seen 20.
I will.
Does Brutus also get a opportunity attack? 'Cause
She
he's
wasn't
right
on that side.
Reggie? What about Reggie?
She didn't leave his space. She just entered.
Oh, okay, that's true. I see Fangs on the other end.
Yeah, she went left to
Just a
right.
Kamash. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Kamush. Look at you learning new words.
I don't have the combat tracker up on the players.
It's Reggie's turn,
dictionary
baby. I
people
want to see
call
what he
me.
can do.
Reggie is up indeed, and yeah, he's got the massive axe in his hand, with this female right next to him. She seems like she's a priest of some sorts. He swings down his axe. Boom, boom, boom. And that's gonna hit with a 28, and he's gonna use his sweeping attack on this one. So you see he takes his axe and he swings it down towards her ankles, trying to trip her up, and she definitely does fall with that. He slashes right at her ankles and she falls down prone at that. He does a total of this roll plus this roll. 21 points of damage on her.
Woo!
And she is prone, so he sees an opportunity to slash on down again with advantage. A 19 and a 28 again. Slashes down, does 10 more points of damage on her. And let's see. Yeah, he just he smacks his shield a few times, says, "Chief, I don't think you know what you've gotten yourself into." So he kind of just mocks what the chief said to you, Solrak. And Fang, you were up, prone on the ground. But at the top of the round, you guys can all start to hear a little bit more commotion being made outside of this hut here. Looks like a few other of the Yak folk have begun to emerge outside of their domiciles.
So I understand they took my quarterstaff, but did Solrak come in time prior to them taking off my boots?
Your boots are still on. Your quarterstaff is just like on the opposite side of the room.
Okay. No worries. So I take this moment to stand up, and I'm looking the big Yak folk in the eyes as I start to clench my fist. My veins start to bulge, and I take this time to use a bonus action to harness the power of my Wolfbite ring as the eyes on it start to glow. And with my unarmed strike, I give him a quick pop right into the chin.
Okay, make a attack roll.
16.
16 will hit.
All right, so
Yeah, Fang don't need no quarterstaff anyways.
there's a 7 for that, and then for the Wolfbite ring, 2d6. And he has to also, so 9 extra damage, and he also has to make a strength saving throw, DC 15, or be knocked prone.
Rolls an 18 on that.
Okay.
Yes. And so it was what was your 2d6 or whatever? It's not sure on mine.
9, I think.
Yes.
Let me double check.
That's what it says on here now. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get on up and you strike him across the face with your Wolfbite ring, definitely leaving a massive mark, and blood starts scoring out of his face. Looks at you in pain as he's hunched over.
And then I will spend 2 key points and let's see. Use Fist of Unbroken Air on him.
Okay. Do I need to make a save for that?
Yes. It's a strength saving throw, DC 16. Yep.
I'll do it on here because I'm sure you guys like seeing it. rolled a 16 on the dice over here, anyways.
Okay. So he would take half damage then. 3d10. Jesus, 4.
All right, 4 damage.
And that is my turn.
Oh yeah, you use your Wolf Bite Ring as bonus action. Cool.
Yep.
All right. I'm not sure why she's hidden in there. Okay, so up now is, let's see, this guy here is going to use his dash action, run all the way up. This one here is going to use his action to join, or his movement to join this one over here and shoot a longbow at Wilmore. Well, whiffs with a 3 on the dice. Wilmore, you are up now.
I'm going to move over to here, and you said this guy down here, he's like, his like booty is like right outside the beads. That's nice.
Yeah, he's
like
outside.
Target.
Yep, definitely.
All right, we're gonna blast him. 1.
That
17.
hit? Yep.
Stop rolling. Jesus. And it goes to a 1. Should have kept my mouth shut.
Stop rolling now.
5 and a 6. There it is.
Cool.
11?
And yep, that will knock him off his ass. And you see him just, as this Eldritch Blast connects into his body, he falls backwards down this hill and slides down to the base of it, lifeless.
And then, so while I'm, so hold on. So I was here. 25 gets me there. But before I left, I would've got to the T, bang, and then move the hex. Bonus action here, and then blast him. 10.
That one will miss.
All right, and then I'd go to the other side, and I'm assuming it's like a pitched roof.
Yes.
So being 3 foot, I would like duck so they can't see me.
You got it. All right. Anything for sanity? I guess just stuck on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no way to get through there, she's kind of stuck.
There unfortunately is not. All right, this Yogg-Folk warrior behind Reginald is up now. He's going to strike into him twice with a great sword. With a 20, that one will hit, and a 7 will miss. Strikes into him, just doing 10 points of damage.
Am I able to sentinel for Reggie?
You cannot, because I believe he's got to be within 5 feet of you, right? You can double check that for me. But he is going to parry that. He uses his superiority dice to reduce that by a total of 2. So not the best parry, but I guess it's Harry parry. Alright, so that is going to be his turn. The chief is up now with Solrak in front of him. Takes his massive flame tongue great sword and swings down twice at him. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then a 12 to hit. So he does.
That'll miss.
He does 24 plus 6, so 30 points of damage total to you. Halved.
It's half, right?
So 15 because you're raging.
They will. Has it come around enough
Nah,
so I can
you've already used your reaction.
So I can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, so yep, slashes into you, doing a bit of damage as the flames sear into your skin. It kind of definitely burns you a bit, but you're seeing that he's looking pretty weak at this moment, and he's fighting with his last-ditch effort. Up now is going to be the one up here that's hexed. He lost sight of Wilmore, unfortunately, so he kind of grumbles around to himself a bit, and he runs out of this fenced-in area again, kind of looking all around to see if you can find him. And with a 19 on the dice, he's going to not see Wilmore, but he sees the griffin down at the bottom. He's going to shoot the griffin with his longbow. What's the Griffin's AC? I believe it's 12. So the first one will hit.
12.
Okay, so he's gonna. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to roll that. It does 9 points of damage on him.
Okay.
That's his turn. And I'm keeping track of that for you. Alright, so Brutus is up now. He's ran on up here. Has given Solrak the help action on the first time, but he sees an opportunity to jump up at this weaker mage one and try to take her down. An 8 on the dice. What's his plus? 5. So yeah, that'll hit. He will do 10 points of damage, which is exactly what he needed to kill that.
Nice.
Yeah!
Which is dead.
So Brutus runs on over and starts chomping into this priest Yakfolk and starts just ripping apart her flesh and getting himself a nice late night snack. Alright, we got all the way on the other side of the field now. Heard the gongs, so he's gonna run on up to the gates. Up now is the other priest who's got this spiritual weapon right next to Solrak. She's going to try to hit him with that spiritual weapon. Definitely not with a natural 1. So she just takes her quarterstaff and strikes at you twice. 23 to hit and a 13 to hit. So it's gonna be 12 points of bludgeoning, hat to 6 to you. And that will be her turn. Yakfolk across the way is going to just keep on running down. Solrak, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to try to take out the chief. My demon sword here. Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. 27.
Baby.
So far we got 13 plus 1. So 14 damage.
And as you look into his cold black eyes, how does Solrak put down the chief?
So no, he just fucking slashed me. Just got hit. All happening very fast. In a moment of aggression, just take demon sword and I jab it directly on his chest. And I grab him by his neck and pull him towards me. So he slowly goes through the sword. And when he's face to face to me, I say, "Told you were gonna die." And I take the sword out and watch the corpse just drop to the ground.
Badass. Inspiration.
Yeah!
As you just, the heat from the flame sword just helps, just like cutting through butter with a hot knife. You just go through his skin, his flesh, all the way through with the flame sword, and it's brutal the way that you just finish him off like this and stare into his eyes and push him off to the side. And his wife, right next to his corpse now, looks down with fear in her eyes.
Well, I'm coming for her next. I'm gonna run up here. Yeah. This is her, right?
Yes, correct.
Very manly.
They are.
I come over here and I take a swing with one Slayer.
Okay.
That is a 13.
That will hit.
And that is 10 damage.
Nice.
And I take a. Can I take a health potion, or am I?
Well, so actually, you can if you do this instead, because you only swung once with the demon sword. So you could have done that one with the demon sword instead, and that'll be your action, and then a bonus action you can take a potion.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So go ahead and add flame damage
I'm
to
gonna
that
do
then.
the flame damage. One.
It's something. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And, which potion are you taking? A greater or a regular?
I have one superior.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's what I have.
Superior.
D4 plus 8.
Yeah, 8 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Watch it be 8.
Ooh, there's so many of them. 19, 27 health back. Excellent.
That's great. All right. Does that end your turn?
That's it.
Cool. All right. Yakfolk across the way, running for his life. Gets down here. Let me just make sure I'm doing the right movement. Yeah, perfect. All right. This one is next. He is south of the hut here. Begins running on over. Let's see. To these 2 moon elves in this cage here, Wilmore, that you can see. He runs on over to there, and he takes his longbow out and just begins to shoot them right at the elves there. That one will hit, and that one will hit. Doing a total of 12 points of damage on him. Yeah, he knocks one of them out dead.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to add my griffin into the battle tracker.
Oh yeah, he can actually just go after you. So go ahead and take your turn. That's why he's not in there. I'm sorry for not saying that.
Cool.
I'll take his turn.
Have him attack the wife too.
Beautiful. Roll the hits. He's got multi-attack.
I will do a claw. Claw.
The claw.
And that's 25, baby.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh, that's beautiful. 11 damage.
Damn, Sam. All right.
It gets 2 attacks, actually.
Yeah,
It
he
makes
gets
2
another
attacks.
one, yep.
So we're going to claw again. Actually, no, you get 1 of each. So this one will beak it.
You must beak it.
And that is a 17, baby.
That'll hit.
And I love this band thing. 11 damage more. So that's 22 total.
Damn. Not bad. Okay. Alright, so up here now is this Yakfolk. He comes on, runs down to help this one over here kill the other slave. So 15 on the dice, that will definitely hit. 11 on the dice plus 5. Yep, that'll hit. Plus 3, and that one will knock him unconscious as you just watch him take 2 arrows, quickly knock them back and shoot them through this cage here. Like he's shooting fish in a barrel, and just, kills these slaves as they do. All right, this one is up now, and he's going to run on up around the building and try to join in with the scuffle. Brings us to Reginald. Old Reginald. He's going to turn around to see that there's a few just hanging out behind this entrance here. He hits his shield a few times and then swings his battle axe towards the one closest to him, using a sweeping attack on him too. Just hits, doing nice 21 points of damage on him, and he's now prone. And he's going to swing again with advantage. Try to chop him down. 26 will definitely hit. Does 16 more points of damage. And you see him just yell back at Solrak. Solrak, how you doing in there, buddy? You need a hand.
I'm having the time of my life, my friend.
And you see him, you yelling back to him kind of boasts his resolve a little bit. He gets a little more pep in his step, and he takes the second wind action, and he gains 11 points of health back. Or the bonus action, the second wind, rather. So, puts him at 109. Okay. Up now is guy across the way, runs all the way up. Fang, at the top of the round, you were up. You see that there's a window on the south side, facing the southwest out there, where there's another cage with a slave in it. And, of course, you see all these, the priest in here as well still, and then the 3 moon elf slaves inside the room, too.
Yes, okay. What is the most direct exit? Is it right here?
Which click again?
Yeah.
Yes. You could
Okay.
try to get out the window if you wanted on the south side.
And how tall is the hut?
The hut is, I believe, 30 feet tall together. This
Like
one
the
is.
inside?
Yes. Yeah, the top of it goes up 30 feet. To the apex of it is 30 feet.
And the doorway?
10 feet.
Okay. Alright, I got an idea. So, here's what I am going to do. I will... I'm going to start to, I guess, like, how do I say this? I see the yak folk in front of me, and as I see him, I launch up into the air, activating my Storm Rider boots. And so I am gonna go. Is he within 5 feet of me right now, or would I have to move up a little bit?
I think it's a 10 feet spread right now.
Okay. So I will get up. I will move towards him, so that I'm not hitting Solrak, because it's any hostile creature that comes within that radius.
Yes, Solrak's not hostile though towards you.
It's very hostile.
Yes, he is.
Sometimes.
All right, okay.
Fair.
Well, if that's the case, then I go towards him.
Fair.
I go towards that guy. Beeline out the door. Let me get my ruler out because I get 90 feet.
Yeah, you can go
So
up to the
50
gate.
feet. And then... Oh, so you said it's 10 feet per square?
Yeah, but you can measure right now. You can see for yourself what the exact measurements are.
Because from where I was to the entrance was 50 feet.
Yep, that sounds about right. Or
Okay.
75 feet
Okay.
about.
And then I see the Yak folk south of me. So I am going to jolt towards him as well. So that is 15 more feet. So 65. And then I'll go into this corner. And those 4 Yak folk have to make a Dex saving throw. DC 15.
I mean, 5 of them really, right?
Is it 5?
Or
I see 1, 2, 3. I only see 4. Is there? Because we
there's one
killed
at the
both
entrance,
of the females.
right?
Yeah. Didn't we kill one of the females though?
Yeah, so I'm saying it would be this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Is that what you said?
No. It's the one inside, Nahala.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yak folk warrior 6.
So she rolls
10,
an 11,
7.
he rolls a 3, an 18, a 14.
Okay, so then those 3 will take 3d8 damage.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep. And they do get
Yeah, they'll take
disadvantage
opportunity
on
attacks.
opportunity attacks. Do you want me to roll that 3 times?
No,
13.
just once.
Okay, so 13 damage.
First one is gonna hit. It was a disadvantage with a 17 on the dice. On the disadvantage with a plus 5. So first one's gonna strike you for 11. Second one's going to miss. Third one's going to miss. Fourth one's going to miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So anything else? No.
Let's see. bonus action. As a bonus action, I will activate my elemental force tattoo,
Okay, cool.
and that'll be it.
Okay.
And Womo is going to grab my quarterstaff.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
that's it. Where in the room is the quarterstaff? Okay, yeah, thank you.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Sorry, I just realized that measure while dragging was not turned on, so I just turned that back on. All right. So that's your turn then. Up now, we have the one that you just bolted on by. He comes running on up to you with his great sword in hand. He's gonna slash down at you twice.
While he's coming at me, I kind of hold my hands up, and a flash comes from my hands, kind of temporarily blinds him, and that's gonna be a warding flare, so he gets disadvantage.
Okay, so that
on his
was
attack.
that one misses then with a 17. And then
Okay.
he swings again and misses with a 12. All right, so that ends his turn. Next to you, this one is inside of this area here with these slaves here. He doesn't know where this little dude just ran off to, so he's gonna start stabbing these ones in here. He takes his great sword. Somehow the natural one, he misses one of them, and 15. That one will hit. Does a total of. Yep, and he kills one of these halflings in here. Alright. Up now is Wilmore.
So I just start screaming unnecessarily, and just run over to here, just trying to get as much attention as possible.
That's
And then
too much movement for you though.
it's 35. Am I 35?
You're 25.
I'm 25. Oh, I thought I was 35. That was dumb. Okay. Then, can I get there?
And you have to walk down
25.
the length of the wall
Good if you
too.
tried.
Yeah, but he can't do that. 20, 50. Yeah, there goes that idea. Okay. Well, then, you know what? We're just gonna move to the... Yeah, maybe it'll still work. Jump down. Oh, select. We'll jump down here, and we'll blast this guy
Okay.
twice.
Roll those hits.
Uno.
That'll hit.
That plus hex.
Cool.
18
That'll hit.
hits.
This Wilmore continuously blasting these Yak folk.
Hex go. Oh, there it is.
It's like a movie I've seen once.
Right.
Wilmore does Dallas. All right. Wilmore just keeps on shooting these Eldritch blasts into this Yak folk up here. Seeing his shoulders fly backwards a few times, but he looks over and notices you down there now. Anything else for you?
That is gonna be it for right now.
All right, the one next to Reginald,
Yeah.
prone on the ground, he pushes himself up, and he takes his sword out and slashes down twice at him. Bum, bum, bum. The 11 will definitely miss, and a 20, ooh, a natural 20. There we go. Does a total of 15 damage, but Reginald throws up his shield and riposts that, doing, or I'm sorry, parries it. Whichever one is the one that reduces the damage. It just reduces it by 3. Oh, so that was 12 then. Okay. Oh no, not dead. There we go. Okay, so that is his turn. Up now we have the one up.
Parry. That's the one.
Cool. Thank you. This one closer to Wilmore puts his longsword away and takes his longbow out and shoots down twice. A 11 plus 17 total will miss, and then natural 1 just flies on by you. And Brutus's turn now.
Tough.
Brutus is going to run up to the one that just attacked Reginald and bite at him. Both of those will hit. Does a total of 7, 10, 16, 20 points of damage on him. Brutus with a massive bite. And this Yakfolk across the way now. They're still like trying to make their way on over. Comes running on over. And this Yakfolk that's next to you, Solrak. See, it's kind of looking, the priest one of the wives, looking pretty weak and hunched over. Almost in a last-ditch effort, you see her take her hands and starts warping them together in the shape of like almost like she's working clay and like molding the shape of something. And outside, behind you guys, on the ground, you guys can see emerging from this earth a large earth elemental that just begins to form from the ground there. And you see it just kind of begins to glide out of the earth, almost like it was like one with it, and just like it's a liquid coming out of the earth, and just stands there hulking with its form. And you see it is ready to come out and be under its control to attack y'all. So let's see. She has her bonus action to use her what's it called? Spiritual weapon, but a fucking natural 1, so it's not gonna do anything.
And I'm gonna right post. Use it, right?
It's a spell attack, so it's not exactly it's not a melee attack. It doesn't count for it.
Alright.
Yes. All good. So you're up now, though.
Well, I don't like when creepy dying things bring out creepy ooey things out of the earth here. That means I don't like you. And I swing even sword. I'm going for the fucking throat. I'm going for the kill.
Hell yeah.
He's hit. Uh, 16.
That'll hit.
And 11 so far.
Cool.
12.
Cool.
Now I
She's
swing
looking
again.
pretty weak. Yep.
My demon sword. Oh, it's a nat 20, baby.
Oh, baby.
A nat 20.
Yep. No, you slash her down. She goes down to the ground, cries out in pain as you slash through her with the demon sword. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, though.
You know, stuck at the screen.
Yeah, she had 4 health
What?
left.
You said wisdom saving?
Yeah.
Was it 6 or 9? Is it 6 or 9? It's a 6. 11.
Okay. And Solrak, you strike down into her with this rage in your eyes as you go for the kill. You feel that urge just emerge from your body as you start shape-shifting and your form takes into the lichen form. And I need you to make another wisdom saving throw now.
This is the one that counts, boys. Ooh! That one.
So, I will remind you, I mean, I think this will be a lot of fun right now, but you do have inspiration currently, too.
Ooh, I'll use it.
Okay. I mean, trust me, I want to see, like, in Solrak.
Control will be very fun. 21.
Alright, and you have complete control over this as your armor and your swords meld into your body as the patches of fur begin emerging from your skin and your snout elongates and your ears poke out from your head, and you're now covered in fur with this lichen curse taking over.
Yeah!
You still have the rest of your action. One more attack.
All right. You turn my thingy into a wolf just because it looks so cool.
Is it not on your screen?
It still looks like a person. I should be handsome, so
I will
Red
change it
hair,
again.
excellent beard. Yeah, wonder.
Here, how about now?
No, but let me refresh. Maybe it just.
Yeah, because it's we got it on mine.
Okay, and then.
And then yeah, you get to do a claw attack or a bite attack if you want. There's the one right outside the beaded curtain, right next to Reginald, who is not dead. Sorry, it says he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out to the side and get that one.
Go for it.
Zoom in. Yeah, now I'm aware of. There you go. Let's refresh. Alright, so it's taking a minute to load for some reason. G to. Fuck open. There we go. Alright. Man, this bitch.
It's either your beast fangs or your wolf claws.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a wolf claws.
Roll to hit. That will
15.
hit.
Add 12 damage.
And you just claw into his body, you rip apart his flesh, taking chunks of fur into your paws, and he falls down to the ground lifeless.
Yeah, and I howl at the fucking moon. Oh!
Love it. All right. Do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I spot this one over here causing havoc. I'm gonna run towards it.
Okay. Yeah, you have moved 10 feet so far, so you have 20 more feet movement. Oh, not that far. You can go. You can either go to the bottom of the stairs here, essentially, or to the bottom of the stairs there.
Alright, seriously?
Yeah, to either one of the bottom of the stairs there.
I'll go to the left-hand side.
Cool. All right. Up now we have this one down here. Just killed these slaves. He begins running on over here to these hill dwarfs that are in this cage here, and begins shooting at them. That one will hit, and yep, kills one of the slaves.
Really anti-slave here.
What the fuck, man?
I should have put a content warning at the beginning of this game.
Oh,
Right.
by the way, and my griffin's coming with me. Now
Yes.
it's its turn.
Yes, definitely. Go for it.
And, how far can he fly all the way over there?
I believe he can fly only 40 feet. 80 feet, actually. So, yes, you can get right to him.
Okay, so he's gonna get to this guy, and he's gonna fucking claw at it.
Go for it.
Okay.
You get a claw and a bite.
Yeah, buddy. Alright. That's claw, baby. Oh, whoop, that's damage, sorry. If it hits, that'll be the damage.
Cool.
Ooh, 19. So he
Yep.
takes 10 damage.
Yep, very nice.
And now I'll beat that biatch.
Make it.
9, so I assume that misses.
Ooh, 9 misses. Yep. Okay. All right. That brings us to yes, this one who joins this other one down here. Longbow towards the sleeves, and ooh, 2 6s on the 6 dice. Yep, that'll do it. Max damage. Just fucking 2 arrows straight in both of his eyes. Killing this fucker. Alright, this one comes running up towards Fang with a long sword in his hand and tries to swipe at you twice. I'm sorry, great sword.
And same thing. The burst of red fire comes out of my hands as I'll use warding flare.
Was the last one after your... Have you had your turn yet since that one?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that one will miss then.
Oh no, I have not.
Okay, so you don't have a reaction currently then.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he missed anyways because that would have been a 9 and a 17 on the first one. And yep, so he misses.
Nice, and he's up there by me now too.
Yes, they had you pretty much cornered right here.
Gotcha.
Okay. This Earth Elemental slowly begins lumbering over towards Solrak. I sent you a picture already, right? You guys saw what this looked like. So he takes his large stony fist and slams it into Solrak's body with a 25 to hit. Does 10 bludgeoning, half to 5. And he picks up his fist again, slams it down into you, 18 to hit.
And that'll miss.
All right. And
right back around to be able to reaction him.
yes, you do have your reaction.
Yeah, buddy. So, all right. I'm going to claw at him.
The claw!
Yeah, I'll do wolf claws.
This always reminds me of Liar, Liar, the Claw.
The claw!
Yeah.
14.
14 will miss.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Yes. All right. Brings us this guy still on the other side. Comes running on down as far as he can, and that brings us to Fang at the top. I'm gonna take a quick bio break if everyone else wants to as well. I'll just be 2 minutes real quick. Go piss and grab a beer.
Gravy, baby.
All right. I'll be right back. Think about what you guys want to do.
I'm gonna dance.
All right. What you got, Fang?
All right. So I will. Let's see. I will just go ahead and with the Yak folk to my right, I will just give him a nice little punch to the kisser, and by nice I mean not nice. Let's see.
Not very nice at all.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Or
Air bludgeoning.
okay, yeah. Okay. So I go and throw a punch, but prior to my fist reaching his kisser, a big old gust of air will come and smack him across the face with a 25.
Yeah, that will.
And I'm gonna do a stunning strike on that right after I roll damage. 9 damage,
I failed the save.
15 damage.
15 total?
Yep, 15 total.
Okay, yep, and I'm stunned. I failed the save.
Okay.
So you have advantage on your next attack.
Yep. And then I will do the. Again, I will now focus my attention on the other one. And same thing, I'll throw a punch. Really, it's just an air smack right at his jowl, and that's a 21. 21, 9 damage. So 11 total damage, and I'll do a stunning strike on him too.
It was 11 total, and yeah, I rolled a 4 on the dice, so that fails.
Nice.
So both of these guys are stunned.
And so
Imagine like you punch them both with your fist with the air element from your tattoos. So I imagine maybe both their heads knocked together, and you just like stun them like that.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And so I take this time to I will do my my dash as like I have that 1 feet. So I will run in and I will see this guy. Let's see. I want to see how far I've ran so far.
Everyone's dead in there.
Oh, this burgundy Yakfolk is dead too?
Yeah, he's got a big old red X on him on my screen.
Oh, not on my screen. Okay. All right. Well,
Sorry.
if that is the case, yeah, I will stay. Actually, I will move right here. Come on now.
Did you
And
want to
then-
do a bonus action?
Yeah, bonus action. No, I am. Actually, yes, bonus action. I will cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
So 1d4 plus.
Yeah, go for it. And what's Cuomo doing?
6.
So 6 healing to yourself. Cuomo, yep. So you go heal yourself, and that's the end of your turn, right?
That is the end of my turn,
so-
and then
Yeah, Cuomo's got the quarterstaff is against the wall right there, which is right next to the window. Go ahead and make a perception check with Cuomo as he grabs this quarterstaff.
Okay, 1 sec. All right, you said perception with Cuomo.
Mhm.
All right, there's a d20. 17 plus whatever his modifier is. I think it's
Okay.
plus 1.
Cuomo is grabbing this quarterstaff, leaning up against the window ledge here, and gets a glance outside the window quickly, and notices an air genasi locked up in a cage down in the corner that looks very familiar to him.
And right here.
Yes.
Okay, so Cuomo would proceed to return my quarterstaff to me, and would he, I guess, relay the message to me, or in a roundabout way, kind of let me know something's obviously
yeah,
up in
I'd
that
imagine
corner?
Cuomo would, yeah.
Okay. So that'll be our turn then, and so Cuomo will be there.
He's flying to you.
Yeah.
All right then. This one is stunned until the start of your next turn, so there you go. This one up the top here, he's got the sword in his hand with all these halflings in here, just slices down at another one, killing it. All right. Wilmore, you were up.
All right, so I'm gonna run up to here. I think that was 25 feet.
Well, remember, the walls are 20 feet themselves, so you have to go 20 feet
Oh, I
up
thought it
too.
was literal. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that defeats that purpose.
Sorry if we're killing all your fun.
You're crushing my soul, dude.
Yeah, sorry for
So
semantics.
20, so that'd be 40, 45, 50. So you know what? I'll do dash action and go here.
Okay.
And then when I look across the way, how do the gates open?
So you can see that the gates have pushed open.
Push open. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. They are, like, from your direction, they are, like, pushed outward. So, like, they're coming inwards towards the land and towards the Yakfolk villages.
Got it. Okay.
Like, the one that's
Cool.
away from you that's how
Yeah.
I meant it. It's, like, pushed out that way.
Yeah. So they push out to the ravine.
Correct. Oh, no. To the gates push, like, they...
Oh, they
pull-
push in
pull
towards
inwards.
They got it. So it's
Yes.
a pool. Okay.
Correct.
Cool. Then I can't. I don't think I can reach anybody else. Yeah, no. Everybody's far enough away. So that's it.
All right. We got this guy up top who is right next to the Griffin, so he's just gonna slice down at him twice with the long sword. I don't know if either of those are gonna hit. Well, no, actually they will hit because it's a low AC. That's right. A 13 and a 15. So yeah, those will both hit. I think it's a 12, right?
I thought it was a 13.
It looks like 12 to me. So it does 29 points of damage on him. Alright, Brutus is up now. He's going to run on down this little slide up towards Solrak and bark up at this Earth Elemental and help him use Solrak. One across the way, begins running all the way across as far as he can. He gets it right about here. Okay. These guys are making their way eventually, guys, I promise. Alright. Solrak, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to attack this mob of shit. And you know what? I'll give it a beast fang. Vantage. Oh baby, 27.
That'll hit.
I can't. The total is blocked, but I think it's 13, and that's 15.
Oh, so
No,
nice.
18. It's 20 damage.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay, and I'll go
Massive
again.
bite into its rocky flesh. As you bite into it, you notice your teeth don't fully sink into the rock as much as you would imagine. It doesn't seem like it hurts it as much as, yeah, you would imagine as well.
Well, try again and see if it does better. 17.
Just hits. That is the AC.
14 damage.
Again, as you scratch into that one this time, or you bite into it again, same thing. Your teeth don't sink into it all the way. It kind of hurts you a little, not physically, but you know, definitely you recoil a bit. Like used to biting straight into flesh, but this is definitely something rocky and much harder. Anything else for you?
No.
Okay, your Griffin up at the top.
Okay. The Griffin will attack this sack of shit right here.
Suck a shit, kill.
It's time for a claw. Claw. 11.
Just hits.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's see if you can
And
do
that's
it.
14 damage, baby.
Exactly what you needed.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it just like.
And yeah, he sees another one in the fenced-in area across the way and has perfect flight distance to get up to it if he wanted to attack again.
Yeah,
Or he could come
buddy.
down towards you as well.
Yeah, he's gonna go save these people that are still there. And yeah, I'll attack with. This one should be my beak. Come on, baby, 16.
Yep, 16 will hit.
And that is 9 damage. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Yeah, it's 9 damage.
Nice. Beacon into its body as it's holding up this sword, trying to poke into the cage here. You definitely get some flesh wound on it, and it looks a little bit distracted now. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Alright, Yakfolk running on up. This one, let's see. He's going to run on over now to this slave that's in this corner over here. This Air Genasi, and shoots at him. With a 2 on the dice, that one will miss. And another, I wish I could show you this. Both of them were fucking 2s on the dice.
Amazing.
2 separate D20s also. So both of those arrows fly by this Air Genasi and miss. Somehow in the cage. This one's gonna come over and do the same thing. That one will hit. A 5 and a 15 though. Alright, so that one does enough damage to knock this one out unconscious as well. Alright. He is stunned up top here, the guy that Luke or Fang hit. The Earth Elemental is up now, right next to Solrak. He's got his massive fist of solid rock that he just slams down towards Solrak. And Solrak just rolls out of the way in time to miss the assault. And he goes to do it again, and he falls over this time. Yeah, but go ahead and take your riposte if you want to.
Riposte. And I'll do a wolf claw.
Yeah, and I natural 1 on the second one, so he just with all of his might he swings at you and he falls over. A 12 to hit will miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right, so Reginald is up now. He comes sliding down the hill. He puts the shield underneath his butt and he slides down the hill like a sled. And he picks it on up and bangs his axe against it again. And he tries to hit this dude. Rolling a 19 to hit will hit, and a 27. But this is actually gonna have advantage because he's prone. So let me roll his second attack. 22. Those will both hit. He uses a superiority dice to do his commander strike on one of them. Says, Solrak, he's down now. Take your hit. Take your advantage. Actually, no. You just used your reaction, right? So no, he'll say it to Brutus then instead, and Brutus is gonna come running on up and bite at him. Brutus hits him with a 14 plus his modifier, which is 6, I believe, and then does a total of 5 and 6 on his d6s. He does 17 damage, and Reginald, yeah, right, does this plus a d8. 9 plus 2 is 11, plus one more hit is 16, so 27 damage total, slashing into this earth elemental that's just on the ground. And same, you can hear his battle axe strike into the rock hard flesh and dings off of it. Definitely doesn't seem to slice into him as hard as you would expect with these massive swings from Reginald Roundshield. Yakflug moved their way up, and Fang, you are up now.
All right, I move. You said there's a window like right here.
You're outside the building right now.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Well then I move over here. And is this like a cliff right here?
Yeah, you're up about 20 feet.
Okay, so I'm up 20 feet.
About 15, 20 feet, yep.
Okay, so how far away is the Yakfolk from me? Would you say 15 feet?
From you? Yeah, 15 is the closest one.
Okay. Okay. And Fang will run over to, like, I guess the edge, and he will see the air genasi in the corner. And does he recognize him?
From where you're standing, go ahead and make a perception check. Actually, you're 60 feet away. Yeah, you recognize this as your old best friend from the monastery, Misa.
Misa. All right.
Yep, you spent a lot of time with him growing up. You guys were both, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Refugees, essentially, that came to the monastery to seek a new home, and you guys grew up there together.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I will go ahead and shoot like a fist of air at Yakfolk for an unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Can't see, what does that say?
12 hits. Yep.
12. Oh, nice. All right, so there's unarmed strike, 8 damage plus 9, and then I will again use my last key point to do a stunning strike.
I rolled a 3 on the dice.
Nice. So he is down. And then...
Throwing these fucking dice out.
Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is pull out a Yeti horn dagger and throw it at the one behind.
Okay. Okay.
For 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I don't get the
No,
no,
you don't
'cause
get
it's
the
not
bonus.
unarmed. Okay, yep. So 8 damage, and then it has to make a con saving throw, DC 13.
I rolled a 14 on the dice.
Fuck. All right.
So, I'm sorry, it was 8 damage?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, anything else for you? You have a bonus action?
Yes, I do.
You know, if you do an unarmed strike bonus action, that reaches 15 feet as well.
Yeah, but I have to drop down and actually, all right, I have an idea. I'm going
Why
to
would you have to drop down? You just hit the stun guy. You have advantage on him.
because I want to keep him down.
Okay, sure.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. This may be I'm gonna see if this is a loophole in the rules. Can I stumble down the cliff and use my slow fall feat?
Yes, you can. That's a reaction though. So yeah, this will just use your reaction for this whole round.
That's fine. And then, but I'd still have my bonus action available.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that.
Okay.
So I drop down, and then I will do an unarmed strike on the remaining one.
Okay, so the yellow one,
Yes, 25,
that hits.
7 damage plus 1, 8 total damage.
Okay, nice. All right. Anything else for you?
That is it.
Cuomo?
And then Cuomo will. Let's see. What's his flying speed? He has 60 feet, so he will. What he will do is just stay perched up top.
Okay.
Yep, that's cool with me.
All right. This Yakuza comes running up to Reginald then, and he's going to swing down at him with his great sword twice. A 17 will miss, and an 11 will miss. One up top now with the Griffin next to it. He's going to swing at the Griffin twice. A 14 will hit, and a 14 will hit.
Damn it.
18 on one hit, and 22 on the other as your Griffin, you see the divination magic energy that conjures this beast just begin to float away, and you see it kind of just, the energy wafts in the air back towards you and reappears back into the figurine in your possessions. Alright, and he's going to begin moving on out now. He pushes himself out of the fence, sees that there's a little bit more trouble out here than these slaves at hand. That brings us to Brutus, who's got this dude on the ground.
You missed me.
Oh, I skipped you, didn't I? Yeah,
Skip me.
go
What
for it.
happens?
I didn't mean to
All
do
right.
that. Maybe I did.
I'm gonna. You probably did. Because you probably know what I'm about to do. I sprint down the corridor. I jump off the end, land kind of right in front of the door. I drop free action to drop Fillmore's, or just drop Fillmore's skull. Free action to pull out the immovable rod.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it right next to the door, and I click the button.
All right. You click it, put it right in between the place where the locking mechanism, this like big sturdy bar is in place here of the door, and you put the immovable rod there, lock it in place, and see what happens.
And then I turn around, and yeah, that's 60 feet, right? I'm finally close to people. Yeah. I'll scream out to Reggie, I think the door's good now, and that's gonna be Bardic Inspiration.
Cool. All right. It's a D8 at some point. Alright, brings us to Brutus, who's going to attack with advantage on this guy on the ground, the Earth Elemental. First one is going to be a 21 to hit. Second one's a 15, which misses. 13 damage on him. Bum bum bum. And just kind of tries to chew into its hard flesh, but you know, Brutus looks up to you, Solrak, like, the fuck is this shit? This ain't good. Yogfo comes up to the door, and you start hearing Wilmore on the other side of the door, boom, 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 as they're trying to wiggle it open, and it doesn't seem like they're able to get this thing open right now. Alright, this one comes over and begins to try to help as well. And yeah, you just hear the banging on the other side of the door and a bunch of voices over there, and no one able to make it through. Solrak, you're up with this Earth Elemental prone on the ground in front of you.
And this thing was conjured by one of the wives, right, that I killed?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, I'm going to attack it.
With advantage on all your hits.
Good buddy. Let's start with the little beast fang action first. Which should miss, right?
12 will miss, yeah, unfortunately. Damn.
Alright, but I get one more.
That rock hard flesh. You can't seem to just bite through it.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll hit.
27.
God, you guys and your big ass +9s and shit now.
11.
11, very nice. Alright, anything else for you? Any movement or anything?
Well, it's actually, nah, not yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you used Second Wind also?
No, but I'm okay. I only
Cool.
haven't lost too much damage.
Absolutely. Alright, this one is trying to bang open the door on the other side of Wilmore. And Wilmore, you see it kind of buckling inwards just a little bit, but with that immovable rod there, I mean, you know the powers of that thing. They ain't going nowhere. Alright, this dude is stunned down here. He ain't doing nothing. But he's got his buddy right next to him who sees Fang, and he's going to slice down at Fang twice with his great sword. A 9 will not hit, and neither will a 13. Alright. Boom. This one begins running on over now towards Reginald. Can't quite make it all the way there, so he has his longbow out and shoots it twice. 10 will miss. 21 will hit. There we go. 7 points of damage on Reggie. And that brings us to the Earth Elemental, who, prone on the ground, begins pushing himself back up. And let's see. Let's roll a d4 to see which one he attacks.
Damn it.
He attacks Solrak. As 1, 2, 3, or 4. You 1, Brutus 2, Reginald 3, and then a 4 would have been a reroll, but rolled a 1. So a 24 to hit.
Son of a biscuit.
And a 12 to hit. The first attack does 14 damage, half to 7 to you. As bits of rock just center across your head. Yeah. Is it your last superiority dice as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
I'll use the last one and do I'll go with the Bluff Claw, actually. Yeah, baby. 26.
Yep, that'll hit, definitely.
And 15 damage.
Very nice. Alright, and Reginald now, he's going to swing at this Earth Elemental. 24 will hit. Second one is a 28, so both of those will hit. He's going to try to knock him down again with one of those sweeping attacks. Does 27 plus... Oops, not this dice. Reginald, big ass hitter, man. Oh, just one. Uh, 28 damage total. He's got to make a strength save. Succeeds, so he doesn't knock him down prone. He's gonna take another swing, and that one will miss, unfortunately. All right, we're getting through this. This Yak folk up the top here joins in with the party. Sees that they're not able to get through the door, and he wants to try to get over. So he looks over at one of them. You guys can't see all this going on, but he knocks him on the shoulder and asks for help pushing him up. Let's see if he does. He begins pushing himself up over the ledge here with the help of one of them. Sees Wilmore right on the other side. Drops down there. It is going to be his action to climb on over like that. And it's going to bring us to Fang.
Would they give Wilmore an opportunity attack since it kind of...
Nope.
That's right in front?
And never left his space. Just entered. Alright, Fang, you are up. You got the one still... Stunning strike. I think it only lasts until your turn starts again, so I think he's not stunned anymore.
I think it's... Hold on, let me double check. Until the end of my next turn.
Alright, cool. So he is still stunned then. You get advantage.
Yep. So I will still focus my attention on the yellow Yak folk, number 4. And I'll come at him with... I kind of jab my quarterstaff into him, and at the end of my quarterstaff, a big old gust of wind shoots out of it, like right into his gut, and that'll be 21 to hit.
That hits.
9 damage plus 4, 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I will do it again on him.
All right. Roll to hit.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 damage plus 5, so 14 more damage.
Very nice. And he's looking pretty weak with these. You do have your bonus action left.
Yep. Bonus action. I will. Again, I will. Do an unarmed strike at the Yak folk number 4.
Go for it.
21.
That hits.
So 9 damage plus, so 13 more damage.
That's exactly what you needed to knock this out of his ass. I wish I take
Yeah.
pictures of these sometimes, because like it's so funny how sometimes you guys hit the exact number. Yeah, and you knock that one out with your bonus action. He falls backwards with this gust of air, knocking him into his gut, and he's unconscious. Anything for Clomo? Or you can move. This guy's still stunned next to you.
Yep, I still have my movement, so I will run over. I see Misa there unconscious, so I will run 45 feet, which takes me right there.
Beautiful. All right, and Cuomo now.
Cuomo, so now that Fang's turn is up, is that guy technically conscious for Cuomo's turn?
Yes, technically he is.
Is he prone though?
No, just stunned. Stunning strike just stuns him.
Oh, just stuns. So he's back to normal.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Cuomo will then proceed to fly to me,
Okay. Yeah.
and
Over
that'll
his head,
be
so
yep,
out of his reach.
yep, and that'll be his turn.
Okay. This one next to Reginald is gonna swing down at Reginald twice. Just seeing an opportunity to try to take care of this fucking dwarf in his way. Hits him with a 21 and a 23. Wow. Look at the difference in those damage rolls.
26 and 9.
It does 35 points of damage to him total. Whoopsies. And he's gonna use his second to last superiority dice to parry that, reducing a little bit of the damage. 6 points of damage, pretty good. So that brings it to 29, right? Damn. So he's at 98. What's 98 minus 29? 70 or 69. Nice. Nice. Wasn't even a setup. Alright, so up now, we got this one up top. He sees Solrak down here, comes running on down, longbow in hand, and shoots 2 shots towards him. Both of those are gonna whiff though. Wilmore, you're up. With this guy just jumped over the fence next to you.
Jumped over the fence next to me. You know what? I think we could do it. I'm gonna like parry around him a little bit so I can get just a little bit closer, but still in his area. I'm going to. How's the rock monster looking?
Pretty beat up.
Pretty beat up.
Few chunks taken out of its body, yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what. We're gonna level 1 Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay, that's a wisdom.
16 wisdom.
Yeah, that's a fail.
That's a fail. So then that is 9, and he runs away. And that's anybody has a reaction.
Reginald just used his, and I believe. Yep, Solrak, you have one. Brutus is gonna bite.
Yeah, I get an extra.
Will miss, unfortunately.
A wolf claw. Wolf claw, wolf claw.
And that was 9 damage on the Dissonant Whispers.
15?
Yes.
15 will miss.
Oh yeah, I would have bonus actioned. Is that 60 feet? That's 90 feet. Can I bonus action? Whatchamacallit on him?
Hex.
My hex is still out there.
Yeah, you could have done that first, which would have been in range. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So D6.
Another D6. 1. Big damage.
Big damage. But yeah, he's definitely looking pretty beat up as his body, he goes running backwards as quickly as he can. He slams into the hut right there, chipping away some of the clay and stone walls.
And then I would kind of roll between this guy's legs again and put myself directly in front of the whatchamacallit, the wand, the rod.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Brutus is going to go up to the one right next to Reginald, do a couple chomps at him. A 9 plus, yeah, no, that'll hit, and then, yep, those will both hit. Let me roll the damage on here, it might be quicker. 9 damage plus 10 damage. Oh. And this guy goes down to one knee as he's bleeding out from his calves where Brutus has been biting him into, and he looks like he's about to be fucking dead. One behind the wall now. He's standing there, looks to try to get a little bit of help to hop on over. He goes to push himself up, and he tumbles backwards as he gets onto the top. And you guys, Wilmore, right behind the wall, you hear a bunch of clattering going on, and then a Yak folk yelling and screaming. As seems like he might have just fallen off the cliff right there.
Because it's a tremendous wall, okay? I've seen some good walls, but this is the wall, okay? Believe me. And walls always work, okay? Believe me. Just saying, okay? You just proved it, okay?
It's true. They apparently they do work. Because you kept this one out, and he's dead now. He fell
It's
all the way.
because of Wilmore's border control. That's what it is.
That's right. All you need is Wilmore's border control and a giant cliff on the other side of the wall, okay? I proposed that, but they were like, no, you gotta keep Mexico, okay? But whatever, okay?
This one goes to begin climbing up as well, and as he gets to the top, he puts his hand over, and he looks over at Wilmore. He's about to push himself over, but then he loses grip and slips down, but falls just straight down to the ground right there, taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage. He's made his dex save on that fall. All right, Solrak, you're up.
All right, I'm going to charge at this one right here, attacking my boy Reg, and go with some wolf claws.
Wolf claw, go for it. Ooh, a 10 misses.
Go again.
Natural 1 always miss anyways, but
Okay, there we go. That's better. 22.
there we go. And don't need to roll damage because he's got 1 health left. And he goes down. Brutus was fucking 1 away from killing him. Alright, yeah, you lunge up at him, clawing into its body, and he dies right in front of you. You still have
Still
your
have
movement.
Cool. And see, actually, I might have a bonus action still. No, I just have second win. I'm gonna stay put, but I'm gonna use my second win.
Okay, absolutely. Griffin is dead. Okay, so we got this one who's gonna try to push on over now too. And with a little help from his friends, he pushes on over, leaps over the wall, and plops right next to Wilmore. Landing right next
Just
to him.
hanging out.
This one is up now. Sees Fang down below him and just stunned him a few times.
Yep.
And he's gonna
Got
swing
12
at you.
damage.
And I will, warding flare.
Okay, so that one will miss then. And he's going to do a second attack. 14 will miss. So he swings at you a few times and misses. Sorry, that was for your health, the 6.
Yeah, it was a 12 total because it was a D10 plus 6.
You got it. This Yogg-Folk is going to come running up to Brutus and swing at Brutus twice. Bum-bum-bum. A 14, I believe, hits. And a 17 will hit. What's Brutus's armor class? Yes, exactly 14. Alright, so 2 of these. 23 and 16, and you guys see with these massive great sword swings, Brutus goes limp at Reginald's feet, unconscious. Alright, Earth Elemental up now, begins moving his way towards the crew. He burrows into the ground. You see his whole body just kind of become one with the earth all around him. And then he pops back out right next to Solrak and Reginald, and takes both of his fists and tries to swing one at each. Solrak first, Reginald second, hits Reginald for a total of 19. He's looking pretty beat up. And it's his turn now. Pretty pissed about all this action going on. He does his thing, swings his battle axe. Oops, that was damage, sorry. Yep, he hits with a 27 and hits with a 28. Does 10 and 9 damage. And with those slashes, Reginald chops down this earth elemental to the ground. You guys see this massive hulking beast of earth and rock just crumble all around in front of you guys. And yep, gone. Reginald is going to just run up a little bit closer to this Yogg-Folk now. Be ready to attack him. One next to Wilmore. Swings twice. 22 to hit. And a 12
Shield.
to hit. 20. Alright, so yeah, reaction. Shield goes up and just dings into your spectral shield and can't get through that. Alright, Fang is up at the top of the order. No, it's 11 o'clock your guys' time. The battle's almost done if you guys want to finish it out, or we can end here and pick it up here at the start next
I
game.
got like 10, 15 minutes.
I can do 1 or 2 more rounds.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't take too much longer, I feel like. So, as long as you guys are quick with your actions. So, Fang, what you got?
Yep. Quarterstaff right to the gut.
Okay. Roll to hit.
15.
That'll hit.
Yep. 6 plus 6, 12.
6. Nice. Go again.
Go again. 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 damage plus
Yeah. And
the 5, 15 damage.
Very nice.
Bonus action.
What you got?
I got a big old gust of wind coming his way. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
6 damage plus 6 more damage is 12.
I can't believe you did that. Exactly. Again, it was fucking 12. I need to take pictures of this. That gust of air pushes him right in the gut, knocks the air out of him, and he falls backwards unconscious.
Nice. Cuomo and I, we go over to the cage. I don't have him. While I was doing that, I guess Cuomo would have been unlocking the cage in which Misa's in.
Okay, he can make a strength check.
Strength check. How strong are you, Cuomo? 18 plus whatever. I imagine that's enough.
It is enough as Cuomo's head smashes into the cage. Oh, well, what's the plus?
Let me
Is
see.
it 0 or 2? I feel like it's
I think it's 0. Oh no, strength's plus 3.
perfect. You needed a 20. So, yeah, his head cracks into the lock right there, breaking the iron padlock, and the gate swings open for you.
Nice.
All right, up at the top here, he's ran a little bit closer towards Solrak and the gang. 2 longbow shots, a 16 plus 5, I believe is plus 6, so 22 to hit on Solrak. Sorry, that was the wrong roll. This is the right one. 9 damage, half to 4 for Tia. Wilmore.
I'm going to hypnotic pattern the 3 people that are around.
Okay.
Just gonna start singing to them. It's a 16 wisdom save.
16 wisdom, and that's a 30 AoE, right?
Yeah. It should be up. Just getting these 3 around me.
I got it.
Yeah, perfect.
10 on the dice, 12 on the dice. What's the total?
16.
16 and their wisdom.
Yeah.
2 fail, 1 save. 19 was the last dice.
It's a pretty.
Which one's saved?
It was the one outside.
All right, then I'm gonna move over to how far can I go? 25. So then, yep, I'll just move over to here while they're sleeping, and good to go.
Okay. Right. That brings us to Brutus. Okay.
On second thought, I'm actually gonna go up. I'm gonna go up the wall.
Sure.
Stand up here.
This one who just saved, he's trying to find a way to get over the wall, but doesn't seem like a pretty easy way for him, this large hulking body, to climb on over. He's unable to scale it. Solrak, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to charge. This green one is the one that's been shooting at me, right?
The blue one, actually, has been the one shooting at you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to charge
On now.
at that bad boy. Actually, before I do, I'm going to take out a common healing potion and throw it
2d4
over
plus 2.
to...
Oh, to Brutus, nice.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll roll this, the health then. You force feed this healing potion to Brutus. He regains 6 health points.
Beautiful.
And
Okay,
very nice.
and then I'm gonna run over to this asshole that's been shooting at me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge at him, and I'm gonna go with a little bit of the wolf claw, the beast of fangs.
A little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll.
That's a 27, boy.
Nice. That'll hit.
And that is 17 damage.
Ooh.
Of course, I'm gonna go again here,
Goddamn right.
and then I'll miss.
Natural 1. Womp womp. Alright, roll a D100, Solrak.
Ooh.
So you swipe your beast fangs towards his body. He
82.
sidesteps a little bit, and you lose your balance and you fall down prone. As you just swing too hard and you just miss this hit. Alright, guy's lost in the sauce over here. He's not gonna do nothing. This green one next to Reginald swings twice down at him. A 19 will just hit, and a 14 will miss. Does 11 damage to him, and that brings us to blue guy, who is lost in the sauce as well. Fang, up the top.
All right, so I hunch on over to Misa, and I find where the wound is from the arrow that the Yak folk had shot him, and I kind of rub my hands along and around his wounds as I cast Cure Wounds on him. And so he regains 7 health points.
Okay, and as you place that healing energy right on his wound where the arrows were shot into him, you can see it magically healing over, staunching it, and his eyes begin to blink and open up. In a moment, he goes, "Fang? Am I dead?"
It's good to see you, buddy. And no, you're not.
And you just see this look of shock and awe and absolute just pure pleasure that you're here to save him. Just kind of washes over his face.
I guess it was pretty good timing that I arrived just about now, huh?
Were those jokes good? Because I said something about pleasure, and then you said something about arriving.
Affirmative. No, it was not a joke.
Love it. Yeah, all right. That ends the talking part of the combat. Anything else that you want to do?
I will actually give him some water and rations.
Okay.
To kind of get all spunky again.
All right. Anything for Cormo then?
Nope. Cuomo's just gonna look cute right there.
All right, Wilmore. You are. Sorry, not Wilmore. We got blue guy next to Soul Rack up, swinging twice. Both of those are gonna hit. A 21 and a 23. Couldn't do math for a second. 21 plus 23, so 44 halves, so 22 points of damage to you.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was a good one. Alright, Wilmore, you're up now.
Alright, so I got my loot out now finally, and I'm going to do level 2 Wither and Bloom down by Reggie. He looks like he was looking rough.
Is that a 10 foot or 5 foot?
It is a 10 foot. So I should be able to get the guy, and then Reggie can do it's a 16 con save for 8 or half, and then Reggie can do a fail. Nice. And then Reggie can do a hit die.
Okay, cool. So it's a D10 for him. Nice, an 8. Cool. Alright, and you said 8 to the Yakfolk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else for you?
That's it.
You still have. Or no? Did you? You took damage. So did you lose your hex?
I took
Oh
damage.
no, you didn't take damage. You threw that shield up. But
Yep.
your hex is still up, right?
No, Hex is gone because my concentration's on the sauce people now.
That's right. Okay. Good call. All right. Brutus is up now. Pops it back up. Shakes off his fur a little, and a little bit of blood on it. Rolls a 19 on the dice, which is a crit for Brutus.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he needed. Crit damage. Oh, but not too much. It's 13 on the bite. Second one. Oh, another crit.
Heavy dice when it's benefiting for us.
Right?
Right?
And
I'll take it.
Brutus fucking chomps down this Yakfolk warrior, taking him down. As he pops back
I'm
up
down.
after Solrak wakes him up, force feeding him that potion. He's
I'm
going
down.
to run on over to Solrak then and just be right next to you. Guy in the red tries to push himself up again. Not going to do it with no help on that side. Solrak, you're up.
Okay, I am prone, so what do I do to get up?
It takes half of your movement to stand up. So you'll have 15
cool.
feet of movement left.
Awesome, so I'm gonna stand up. I'm quite annoyed at having fallen here. And I'm going to wolf claw this son of a bitch.
Yeah!
And that's an 18.
Mm-hmm, that'll hit.
Uh, 12 damage.
Cool.
Go again.
Hit him again, Solrak. No nat once.
Yeah, baby, 25.
There we go. Let's see the damage.
13.
13. Oh, he is almost there. very close. He's bleeding out in the earth, soaking it in all around him. Anything else for you?
And, I'll give Brutus another common health potion.
Okay, cool. I will roll that again. Just as good. 6 more. Okay. That brings us to a guy lost in the sauce. Reginald now. Reginald looks over at the two that are spinning around and looks up at you, Wilmore. Says, "Aye, Haplin's trickery," and begins running on over to the other one. Swings at him. Come on. 23 will hit. 15 damage will knock him on his ass. Dead. Reginald looks over and let's see. It's just the 2 lost in the sauce, right? So he's going to bang his shield and say, "Wilmore, give him all you've got!" Using his commander strike, his last superiority dice. So you can use a reaction to attack.
To attack. I can't move though. I can't see the other guy on the other side.
Everyone's dead, right? Oh no, yeah,
No,
on the other side of those
not-
fence. I mean,
yeah.
you can't. I mean, yeah, you could run over there on top of that ledge to shoot him.
Oh yeah. I jump on this and I'll just blast him.
Sure. And you can add a D8 to the damage on this too.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that hits.
16. Do I get to do 2 or 1?
2.
2. All
That's your
right.
action.
Yeah. 5.
Actually, a reaction is just 1 attack. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. 5 and then a D8. You say?
Yes. Beautiful.
How do I get back to the chat? There it is.
I rolled a 5. Let's see if you roll better.
It's rolling. I rolled a 2.
2. All right, so 7 total then. All right. This guy's still sleeping. Fang, you're up.
All right.
Misa's he looks at you and says, "Look, I'm too exhausted right now to continue on this fight. Look, I'll be safe here for now. I'll go inside the farm and take some shelter. You go on and help your friends."
Sounds good, buddy. I'll see you in just a moment.
And he
As
runs
we,
off.
yep, and we dash 90 feet.
You want to use your bonus action to do that?
Yes.
Oh no, you're out of key points, right?
Yeah.
That's a key point spending.
Yeah,
I think.
you're right. Yeah. So 90 feet's like right there. Cuomo will dash to me though,
Okay.
and then that.
I will say this real quick: if you wanted to hop on Cuomo's back and fly, Cuomo could fly dash 120 feet.
Yeah, I just realized that after I did all that.
We'll do that. Do it real quick.
Cool. Okay. So he goes about there.
Okay.
And that is our turn.
All right, Wilmore.
I will double blast the dude that's not in there.
Double blast him.
So I'm actually, yeah, 13 or
Yep.
plus 8
Yep.
on roll. There it goes. 9. Yeah, dice are slowing down. It's a nat 1. We're gonna re-roll that.
Gotta love that.
It's great. Oh. 12? Or no, it's 11.
11 just hits.
Oh, yay!
Literally, you have to roll a 2 or a 1 to miss.
Oh, damn.
For
Nailing 'em.
all of you guys, actually.
10 spot.
10 spot. Cool.
19.
You blast him back a few times. He's definitely looking pretty beat up there. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Brutus
Just
is,
tell the guys, get 'em, boys!
Brutus is going to hold his action to wait to see what Slowrak does and join him with whatever he does do. The
This
one.
guy in front of us, I thought he was still alive, but just very weak.
No, Reginald just killed him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. One below Wilmore now is going to see him and take a couple shots with a longbow. 18 will miss, and a 17 will miss. Solrak, you were up now. You just see the two that are got the hypnotic pattern on them by the doors, the gateway.
I'm going to charge up. Come to here. Right over here.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Alright, Reginald is going to do the same thing. He's going to use his dash action to push all the way up towards the Yak right here. Just hold his ground right next to them. Fang, back at the top.
Right, I will.
You see Wilmore up top who just blasted down at some guy twice on the other side of the fence.
Okay. I will approach the two with Solrak and Reginald. Stand right about there. And yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
Go for it.
With advantage, right?
I don't believe so. I was just about to check that. Because it's just their charm. They're not like any sort of... Yeah. No,
Okay.
It's a regular attack.
22. No. 6 damage plus 11 damage.
Okay. That was at the top one I did.
Yeah, and then again 16. Ooh, 11 damage plus 5, so 16 damage.
Alright, give me one more good one.
All right, bonus action, unarmed strike. Oh yeah, 21,
Yep.
9, and oh yeah, 14.
14.
Yep.
Very close, but he's still standing, and he seems to shake himself out.
I
of this
can't get much
stupor.
better than that, Captain.
No, yeah, it was good. He shakes himself out, though. Anything for Cuomo?
Almost sees that he's looking rough, so he's gonna come with claws and beak.
Go for it. Claw! Beak!
18.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah, and let's see. He gets 1d10 plus 3.
Give me a 6 plus the 3.
You got a 2 plus a 3.
Nope.
So 5, and then some claws. Oh yeah, 24.
That'll hit.
2d6 plus 3. Yeah,
Yep, that'll do it.
finisher.
Nice.
That will do it as the claws dig into its flesh, and he looks up like in Alfred Hitchcock's Birds, and he's scared, terrified of this massive bird coming down on him, and gets pecked and clawed away to death. All right, Wilmore.
And then Cuomo will move right back here.
Sure.
All right, 2 blasts on the guy outside. One.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, real quick. That's an 18.
Go for it.
Come on, roll. It's a 9er. 49er. And that is an 18.
Cool. Give me max damage.
Almost.
Okay.
13.
That'll do it.
There you go.
Nice.
Yay!
Fuck yeah. And Wilmer knocks him down backwards, and his body hits one of the rock flooring right below him, and he seems to tumble off of it and flies into the abyss, plummeting to his demise. Anything else for you, Wilmore?
I holler down to Solrak to finish him for Bardic Inspiration if he needs it.
Cool. Sorek, you can add a D8 to your attack roll or any ability check that you want. All right, Brutus is going to come running on up. He's got the perfect amount of space to do so, and bite at this guy twice. 18 will hit. 24. Oh, that's a crit. 11 plus 33 damage on Brutus. Nice.
Damn.
This thing is he wakes up, but he's got a big chunk taken out of his flesh now. With Solrak up on deck, or up now.
So I walk up to it. Slashing time, boys.
Yeah.
And I go with a little bit of wolf claw.
The claw.
Ooh, baby. That's
Nice.
26.
All right, let's see that damage. Very nice.
Plus a D8.
Plus a D8. Oh no, that's just for a to hit roll. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's a hit roll.
to hit.
That's like if you were
okay.
to miss something, you could use that in addition.
Total.
So yeah, you can roll another to hit now though.
Yeah, buddy.
As these wolf claws scratch into its body, you take another big chunk of its flesh out. And a 20 will
Dirk
hit.
20.
And the total health left is 5 on him.
Crushed him.
So how does Solrak finish this last Yakfolk, seemingly last Yakfolk in this village?
So notice I hit it twice. So I just like walk up to it. It's all like oozy and just got this big ass chunk taken out of him by Brutus. And I just smirk. I said, "You're gonna be dinner time, bitch!" Ow! And I do a big slash, and then a second slash through the throat, and like a chunk of its Adam's apple just goes flying out. It's just like, it was
Savage.
just
Yeah, the blood just like a sprinkler just starts spraying across everyone.
Rush him.
And just like, goes over everyone. Everyone's just coated in this crimson blood after Solrak slashes into its throat twice, and it collapses up against.
Howl at the moon.
Hell yes. Yeah, because the moon is essentially just past the full moon stage, so you look up at it, it's glowing bright up in the sky now as its body slumps up against the doorway entrance into this Yakfolk village and falls dead at your feet. And we will pick it up here, this slaughter taken care of the Yakfolk village the next time we all pick up. You guys have taken out a whole community.
Holy shit.
This is a genocide.
You guys took out a whole
That was
community.
so sweet.
But
That's so awesome.
yeah, they were a bunch of slavers, so don't feel bad about it, right?
Hell yeah. Deserve it.
For
And they
Fang
roasted
trying
my
to make
ball,
friend
dude.
with the slavers.
That's right. Yeah,
man, I'm just lost. It's okay.
he's trying to get on their good side to see what he could
Yeah.
finagle.
I
Great
feel
game,
ya.
guys. Yeah, no, I mean, massive battle ensued in this whole night. Essentially, you guys came out on top victorious. As I mentioned, taking out every resident of this Yakfolk village. It seems you guys, of course, haven't gone into all the huts and shacks and whatnot, but no one else is out and about here. So we'll pick it up here on Sunday, the next time you play, which I assume will be Sunday.
Yeah.
Cool.
Down.
Thank you guys.
Oh,
If
you're
you
gonna
guys
have
had
one this week, by the way.
I got a game Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm busy Thursday, so I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze something. But I mean, I'm
right.
always down for
Sunday.
something. I could do fucking tomorrow. I could do Friday. I can always.
One of the other ones get canceled, you let me know.
Will do.
Alright.
Thank you guys. Great game again. Everyone had a bunch of sweet fucking moves that you guys pulled
Great night.
and different things. Wilmer scouting shit out, Fang helping out his buddy down there, and of course Solrak doing what he does best, slashing and bashing. So everyone, take a nice long rest, enjoy the week, don't work too hard, and look out for those goblins under the stairs.
Good night.
All right, peace out, guys. Thank you guys.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.